favor?
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. Sweet rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. Sweet rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys.
How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight. I don't want to die without any scars. So come on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
What don't you like about her?
More lying. Everything she says today is gonna be a fucking lie. And her feminist fucking liberal.
That stuff doesn't bother me as much, the feminist stuff.
She's giving away the country, the world, really, the West. We're going to be run over by Islam because of feminism and leftism.
What bothers me
Why are you laughing?
No, because what bothers me is literally the lying and the being above the law.
Yeah, that's an issue, but the underlying issue is that she's fully a socialist, which leads to communism, and none of that shit has ever worked throughout history. And also, Islam is coming and they're pulling in Muslims left and right. And what do those people do? They're not even assimilating. They're wiping their ass with everything. And when they take over, they're going to completely take over. And you're going to have Sharia law, like they have Sharia law courts in the UK. And they're losing parts of Europe. We're going to lose Europe. We're going to have a massive fucking war against these monkeys. And people like her are pushing this. I don't understand how anyone votes for this piece of shit liar, or even if she was honest, which she's not. And she's never been her entire career. And I don't like Trump, but I mean, he's a million times better than her, and I hate him. He's a fucking moron.
It's good to be with you.
Yeah, I don't like either of them.
But she's a million times worse on every level.
Talking about the important issues facing our country.
I don't know how we're going to do this because we're talking over that.
That's okay. No, each of these things is recorded on a separate track. So I can adjust your voice, my voice.
I
really don't want to hear her talking.
We can just turn it down in here. Yeah.
On November 8th.
Turn her down. I can't talk. I can't listen to shit. I don't want to listen to any of this.
Same question to you. It's about putting more money into the pockets of American workers. You have up to 2 minutes.
Thank you, Lester. Our jobs are fleeing the country. They're going to Mexico.
When Trump started, I was all for Trump. I was like, yeah, fucking bringing jobs back. I love it. Let's fucking do it. And then he started getting kooky with the wall and
there's a lot of issues with that. First of all, I've hated Trump since the first time I ever heard of him 25 years ago. He's a fucking obnoxious asshole.
In case you can't tell, Andy's a hipster.
I'm not a hipster.
You are totally a hipster.
I'm not a hipster.
This is wonky.
I can't even grow a beard. That's how fucking shitty of a hipster I am. I don't have a lumberjack shirt.
You're a good hipster. We said you're a hipster.
I'm the original. Whatever's cool. I got a typewriter at home. I carry it around.
I didn't mean hipster. I mean he had bad hips. Is that a hipster?
How dare you? That's hurtful.
And a lot of people have the issues with Hillary, or rather with Trump, about the immigration, about not wanting to let people in. But I'm pretty lefty. And I don't have a problem with, if we're having issues with a certain group.
Have you ever seen that video with the gumballs that some dude did?
No.
It's a pretty good video.
What's the video?
Basically, he has a bunch of gumballs in these cylinders, and he's showing you how we let in about 1 million immigrants, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, a year. We're not really making a difference in any of those countries. We're making a difference for those people, for sure. We're at about the breaking point at 1 million. So the Democrats want to allow anybody in.
And that's 1 million every year, you're saying?
1 million every year.
Wow.
They want to allow anybody in because that guarantees their success, because 80% of immigrants, at least in the first few years, vote Democrat. So that's like solidifying in the short term their power, and they're getting voted in and all that. Right. So they're pushing to pull in more and more immigrants. But at some point, systems start to break down. At 2 million, a year, we're going to destroy our country. Our infrastructure is going to fall apart, and it's a whole issue. And in some states where immigration is a big issue, like, what is that? Like California and the ones
Please
that border.
continue. I feel like a moderator. Please continue. I'm going to moderate this. My name is Wonky.
Oh, you're going to tell a story today? Let's start every podcast with a story.
Listen to me. You're basically the Donald Trump here.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. Come on, dude.
on this side.
Hillary? No. I'm not Donald Trump. I don't like Donald Trump. I hate Donald Trump. I'm not going to vote for that piece of shit.
Listen,
I'm voting for Johnson. I don't care if Hillary gets elected because I voted for Johnson, or people like me voted for Johnson.
I'm
Trump
doing the same thing.
Is a piece of shit, and Hillary is a worse piece of shit. But I'm not going to vote, even if she gets elected.
Both
the difference between the
shit.
Democratic, they're both statists. They both want to keep power, and they both want to push socialism. It's just that the Democrats are sprinting towards communism, and Republicans are a slow jog towards socialism. It's just a different speed at their growth of government. The only one that's going to help our society and the world is a libertarian like Gary Johnson, and people jump all over him, but dude, you got to go with whoever's better. Like, if I had only these two to vote for, I would vote for Trump, even though he's a piece of shit.
I would agree. He's a fucking moron.
Johnson,
and his personality is the worst.
But if he's a moron, why does he have billions of dollars? Although some people say that's arguable.
But that has nothing to do with it. There's a lot
of morons that I know that are very rich.
Yeah, just a good businessman or whatever. Or you got lucky. Or you got lucky, or your dad already kicked you off at $10 million.
But not even that. That just because you have money doesn't mean you're smart.
Yeah, that's true.
You're smart in some ways.
You're smart for money. That doesn't mean anything else. Because if they were smart, some of the biggest degenerates on the planet are rich ones.
And if you have enough money, you can be an asshole and be an idiot and still make money.
If you have money,
being
you
an
can
asshole
be more
helps.
of whatever you are.
Right.
Being an asshole helps. It's good to make. You know,
I mean, if you've got money, you can force people to do stuff because you've got
and
the
you
money.
don't feel bad about certain things.
In 1975, and I built it into a company that's worth many, many billions of dollars with some of the greatest assets.
The other thing that's funny about him is that he really has a fucking hard-on for his wealth, and he lies about it. And why would you do that? That's a strange thing
The same
to
reason
have.
why he combs his hair like that.
I don't go around telling you guys
He
I
has
have
fucking
$40
demons.
in the bank when I know I have $3 in the bank.
Right.
What difference does it make?
Yo.
You're
Today,
either rich or you're
tonight's
broke.
on me, bro.
Yeah, why does he do that?
You belong to the city.
They've said for years and years since I started that Fortune 500 thing that he's always lied,
listen,
tripled his.
Why does he do that? Because
his thing, and then
you
when
wanna
his
know why he
taxes
does
come
that?
out, it's always way lower.
You want to know why he does that? Because besides money, he has nothing else.
Yeah, that's it.
That's his whole thing.
That's it.
Is
But
having money
the reason,
and being about money and he's basically a fucking prick. Everybody he's ever dealt with, he's fucked them over.
Yeah.
He's shafted people, and most of the deals he does are bad deals, anyways.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's mainly the brand, and his brand is somewhat being an asshole, like he was on that TV show.
And what happens a lot of times.
But that's fine. It's just that I just don't like it. But I mean, at least he's on. I'd rather have him, and I hate him. I can't stand him. If I could not ever hear him talk for another second. It's I can't stand Hillary. She is a giant piece of shit. She's a worse person than Trump is. And she's a bigger liar than anybody I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. If you ever see one of those people on intervention that they're lying to their parents to get help, and they're fucking lying about drug use or whatever, they're less.
This is an intervention for you.
They're less degenerate liars than Hillary Clinton. She is the world's biggest piece of shit.
What about the people who say that she's
on the
helped
planet.
out?
Big secret. If you're in politics, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
There's like 3 people.
Yeah.
And like Mo over here would say they probably have cancer. Are the only ones that are honest people and really want to make a change.
Yeah. No, none of that's true.
Yeah, I wanted Bernie Sanders to win, and I would have voted for Bernie over.
I agree.
Over Trump. However,
he's a piece of shit too.
However, with Hillary,
it's not that he's a piece of shit. He's a fucking lefty, and none of that shit works. It doesn't work. In reality, it doesn't work. None of that shit works. Who's gonna pay for all that? It's gonna fail. The whole thing's gonna fall apart, like it has in every society ever in history. It has never worked ever. So why even try to do it again? They tried in Venezuela. Well, guess what happened? People are starving to death.
I think the main reason why I'm saying I'm leaning towards more Trump, even though I cannot stand him.
Oh, me too.
At the end of the day, he does want to secure the country more than Hillary. Hillary, and you know what I'm saying?
No, she's insane, and all her policies are insane.
Of course,
they're insane.
And everything.
The leftist, feminist policies are insane, and they're committing suicide, a cultural suicide, and they don't understand that they're doing it. And in Europe, you see it happening at a faster rate. We're watching the West die. We're watching the West die. We're watching France die. Some guy did the numbers. I forgot the numbers exactly. But when Muslims come into a country, at 1%, like they are here.
They have their own areas.
Right. This is what he said. At 1%, like they are here in the United States, they start like they're best friends. They don't start problems, but they start a little protest. And at 2 or 3%, they start like suing people. It's like civilization jihad. They have like a little pattern, and they have this shit written down. If we're invading without war. At 2-3%, they start doing a little bit more protests just to show that they're around in numbers. At 5%, they take over certain areas and they keep suing the police department, suing the state for this bullshit, wearing the hijab, which is a whole other thing. At 15%,
if you move to a place, you have to be what the place is like.
You got to assimilate.
Which
you got to learn the language.
Yeah, and they're wiping their ass with that. At 15%, they basically take over certain areas, and they start to get into politics, and they really start to have an influence, like France. At 30%, they take over.
But wouldn't that be...
At 60, it completely becomes Islamic country, and they start pushing Sharia law.
Isn't that
and
the
then
Jews
it's like
in New
80,
York, though?
80, 90.
Wouldn't that be any minority group?
No, because they're not trying to change the laws. No, but they're not trying to change the laws to their own legal system, which has horrific ideas which are anti-Western.
Cubans are more elitist.
Are what?
Elitist, which is different.
Nah, that's
No hay negros en Cuba.
Whoa, bro, that's fucking. Anyway, you're gonna see, and we don't even have to talk about it. You could just see what's
We're
happening.
just gonna stay here quiet.
No,
you don't have to talk about it.
No. You don't have to talk about what's gonna happen here. You already see it happening.
That's why your marriage failed. You have to talk about it.
Oh no, please.
Andy, I'm the cleanup man. I don't have to tell stories.
When Wonky was going,
I go into the party, show my dick, and I'm fucking.
When Wonky was divorced, it was pretty good. When Wonky got divorced, he was telling me, bro, your wife's a stupid bitch. You should just break up with her. You should just pull the Band-Aid off, come and move in with me, just fucking get it. And he was right, but I was trying to hold on. I was trying to hold on for the kids.
I said that when it was already in shambles and you're faking it, just like I would.
Yeah,
for
but I was
one of my
shaking.
friends,
I was faking it for the kids.
I know, but I
give
never
a
said
fuck
to
about
you,
her.
Ready for a secret? The kids know when you're unhappy.
No, I know.
When you guys are back to back on everything, like if you guys are fucking rock stars, back to back in not a good way.
No. Yeah, that's true. But I wanted to be there as long as possible so that they're a little older and they're better able to deal with it. Plus me too. When they're older. Yeah. So whatever. I gotta get another beer. Especially we're gonna talk about this divorce stuff now. Just kidding. No one has given less of a shit about their wife than me.
He's doing the pour me a drink sign. He's doing the thumb to the mouth.
The only reason was the kids. If it was like everybody else, anybody with balls. But there's a lot of guys that gobble up a dumb bitch with no kids. You act like a stupid bitch. Look, I'll turn my face and walk away.
More miserable.
Yeah, but when the kids are little.
Listen to me. There's only a short time on this planet.
You're right. But I wanted to stay there when the kids were little. Whatever. I'm Mo's in that situation now. I don't know how much he hates his wife. I don't know how much he hates his wife yet. But my wife was a stupid bitch. She started off awesome. I don't know how she went downhill. She went off a cliff downhill.
For the record, I do not hate my wife. However, like every relationship, we've got our issues. We don't see eye to eye on a couple things. Go ahead.
This is a microcosm. Andy just went to the fucking refrigerator, didn't bring back a beer for his friend. You're insensitive and you're fucking self-centered as fuck. Your waistline is fucking witness to it. I got it.
And I held them all to the same test. Will they create jobs in America? Will they raise incomes in America? And are they good for our national security?
Listen, but the difference between me and Andy is that I take responsibility. For my failed marriage, I was probably more than 50% of it. Maybe 70%. The difference is you say your wife's a stupid bitch.
Assume that trade is the
Guy, okay, maybe it's all my
Speaking to
fault.
the mic.
Maybe it's all my fault. I'm cracking open the beers.
But what was it that did it for both of you guys?
Me?
Yeah.
It was me.
No,
I'm the
I mean-
one-armed man. That's when the montage comes. The whole time I'm telling the story at the end of the montage, it's all me.
But what was it? What'd you do?
Who are we talking to, Wonky or me?
Wonky, you're not on
I
mic.
can't fake it.
You go first.
Haven't you already known by this time I can't fake stuff? If something's not working, I either try to fix it or
Move on with your life?
yeah.
That's a pretty
Right, but what's not working? Like she's spending too much money, or she's not cooking, or she's not cleaning.
Okay, which one else? Which one else? It was a combo of all those.
Which was one of the worst things that ever happened.
And so when did you decide, okay, this is over?
When I'm not coming home happy for extended period of time, if you're not coming home happy and you're struggling and like mentally and for what?
Yeah, I've been in relationships like that where everything's awesome. When I was living in California, it was awesome. Except when I'd get home, it'd be
You're
like,
treading on dangerous waters.
I
Everything
want-
was awesome back then. I was so happy, and we were fucking, and we were doing a bunch of stuff, and then we even had little sayings that we would both say to each other. Even when I Facebook her now, we still say the same little saying.
no. Everything was awesome at work. At work until
Don't kick me. Okay, go ahead.
until I would get home, and then when I'd get home, I just want to fucking stab her. And then after a while, I was like, "This isn't fucking cool." What if one day I decide to stab her?
SBS.
What's that?
Stupid bitch syndrome.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
No, I mean, and the thing was, I would wait. Like I would want to break up with her, and then I'd be like, "No, wait, I'm too upset. Let me wait a little bit." And then you forget that you were so upset,
You're
and
going
then
against your instinct.
Yeah,
I
no.
say I'm upset, and I said I'm upset for a reason. Even though you may get upset for no reason, but
Seriously?
if there's a string of non-getting upsets for no reason,
Seriously?
the best
Not
feeling in the world was
joking.
when I decided, no, it's over. And then, like in my head, it just clicked, and I was like, "This is so easy. No, we're gonna go home now. You're gonna pack up your stuff, and you're gonna get the fuck out." And it was the greatest thing ever.
yes. But the main trick here, there's one little glitch in the matrix. That if you keep that, try to look as good as possibly you can, because the vagina to jerking off ratio is gonna tilt towards the vagina. So if you try a little bit, women recognize it, and they will be your friend. They will be your friend in bed.
Oh, if you take care of yourself.
If you take care of yourself, think of it this way: chicks want to bang basically the same thing that we want to bang in one way or another. If the chick has a little gimmick, it's getting my dick hard. I don't know about you guys.
What do you mean a little gimmick?
A gimmick? You know what?
Sexually or how she looks?
You're asking for me or you're asking for the podcast?
I don't know. Are we jumping here? What are we doing?
I don't know. This guy, Mo has two hands in a bucket and he's throwing with both hands. Double fisting. If a chick, look, if there's a regular hot chick and there's a chick that's the same hot or even a little bit lower, but if she has a little gimmick to her, if she has a little je ne sais quoi to her, a little
What would a gimmick be?
come on, you know what a gimmick?
Explain it. We don't.
A
Obviously,
chick,
we don't know.
she could dress better. She could take a little extra care of her vagina. She could work out a little bit harder, but not too hard, and keep things fun and be fucking cool and do a bunch of crazy shit. Whatever you want to do, be down for it. As Andy would say, freno.
I hate the
Please describe
frenos.
what a freno is.
Fucking frenos drive me crazy.
Describe what a freno is.
The
Freno means
frenos are
break.
where a chick. Yeah, frenos is brakes. But when
This translation has been brought to you by
when you're
Precision
banging a
Call
girl,
us.
well, the most irritating thing next to tears and please don't do this.
He's kidding.
That's a joke.
He's kidding. That's light raping.
When they do the
He's talking about light raping.
No, when they do the arms straight on your hips so that you can't thrust all the way. That's the frenos, and that drives me fucking bonkers.
No, but the frenos, you're talking about the frenos in sex, but the frenos
In
is with
sex.
everything.
Well, no,
With
no,
everything.
I'm just saying about the sex.
Hey,
For those
I've
that
got a
don't know, for the
crazy
women,
idea.
What position is this in yoga?
The downward dog.
He's doing the downward dog right now. The woman
Yeah.
does a downward dog to
No, no,
stop
no,
his
yeah.
penis
You're
from
fucking her, yeah.
violently going inside of her.
Yeah. So
No, so the frenos doesn't just exist
stay
for
with the
sex.
frenos.
No, but it doesn't
But
just
let's
exist
stay
for
with the
sex.
sex
It's,
frenos.
I've got a great idea. Let's pack a bag, and we're going to go to the fucking Keys, and we're going to be there for the
I
weekend.
call it fun inhibitors.
Well, you know
no,
what
no,
it
no,
is?
I can't because
But you know what that is?
I'm not ready.
You know what that
I
is
mean,
right
I
there?
can because I'm going to make up some dumb excuse that's going to piss you off more than you already are.
But that right there, the girl can never have a say like that. No offense. Yes or no?
For what?
The wonky and last school is the way to
But
do
listen,
it.
at
The
end of
wonky
day,
and last school
remember
is the
this,
way to
look,
do it.
For vagina, that's always worked for me is pull the trigger. You have to pull the trigger.
No.
Don't ask so much. I do it sometimes with food because I don't want to fucking be. My eyes sometimes feel like they're gonna roll in the back of my head.
Right.
So with food, you know, you have to give the girls thing. But with other things, whatever the fuck is you want to do it. If the chick doesn't want to do it, at the end of the day, it's not gonna work, homie. 'Cause
Exactly.
She's not a ride or die. She is, but not for you.
Let me tell you. No. But that's part of the. She has to be the one that's submissive to you and goes along with you. If the guy goes along with the chick or asks her permission or hey, what do you want to do? That's never gonna work. That's
you hear that?
That's downhill.
That's a blow dryer on the vagina.
Exactly.
Drying the fuck out of it.
Exactly.
That's a talcum
and
powder.
if the chick
is a dryer.
If you asking is a dryer.
Being too much of a
asking a dryer is a dryer, but
correct. You could do it every once in a while, but it can't be like
no.
At the end of the day, realistically, and it might sound chauvinistic, but at the end of the day,
no,
it's whatever.
That's the way it goes.
I'm not being a dick, but at the end of the day,
that's the way it goes.
No, you want to do it? Okay, come up with something cool to do right now.
They're never gonna come up with anything because they don't do anything.
That's why you have to pull the trigger and be like,
no, we're doing this. I made reservations.
Right.
And we're going to this place.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go over here.
We're gonna have a good time.
Get ready. Get ready.
Go look. You do the pounded outside.
They like that. Exactly. But that's the key right there. That's the key right there.
That's monsoons to the genital area.
Let me tell you, it's not even a joke. It's 100% the truth.
Yeah, you can't have a ship with two captains at all. It does not work.
Right.
It does not. And I know this from experience.
What you see on TV, 99%
really ridiculous in a captain's outfit.
Pretty good. 99% of what you see on TV and in the movies is the man kissing ass and behaving like a chick.
This CompuStat number.
I make this shit up.
Yeah, so does everybody.
It's 100%.
Especially statisticians, they make it up too.
But anyway, the guys are always like, oh, chasing a chick around like a stalker, begging for pussy. Girls hate that.
I can hear you.
They hate that. Look, yay, we're going here, whatever. Yeah. The chick tells you no once or twice, don't ever talk to her again because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You should write a book, and your Laz should collaborate with you because the two of you.
Is how not to get caught as a serial killer.
Yeah, but Laz has the same attitude. Laz
living as a modern serial killer.
Because on our last,
and hold on a second. Chapters 2, 3, and 4 will be how to get around luminol.
What's that?
The shit that you put like to see sperm and whatever body fluids.
You spray it, and anything that has protein in it, like semen or blood, and you put the black light. Like that thing is lighting up. Yeah, the thing is lighting up like a freaking. It tells exactly what happened.
But let me tell you, you guys have the answers to everything. Because
no, we don't.
When I was complaining about the frenos, and Laz looks at me like I'm an idiot on the last trip, and he's like, "Bro, you just passed the guard, and you fucking mata leoner," and I'm like, "Ha ha ha!" Like he's joking. He goes, "Bro, I'm not joking." Right, so I get back. I'm buying a regular chick here.
She does a freno. Look, you cut this.
Hold on.
You block out the hand, put the hip in, go in.
Wait. Tell me that all again because I was not listening. I started from the beginning.
See?
No, because
I'm not even joking. I'm telling you.
Time out for 1 second, but tell me that story in a second. When I told Laz the thing about the frenos and it drives me crazy, he goes, "But why does it drive you crazy? Just pull the hands out of the way." I go, "No, they put it back." And what about the legs? Because they'll put the legs straight. You can't beat the legs. He goes, "Bro, I push the legs to the side and I mata leon that bitch. I go crazy."
Of course you can.
The first chick I did it to here, coming like a racehorse. I'm like, guys, it's so simple.
Yeah, but see, he does
it's so simple.
He does a mata leon. I do the same thing that I like in jiu-jitsu. The laying side position over the side.
They love that.
No, because I want the option of going to the back or going to the mount for the face fuck. Stop me if I'm wrong here.
Okay, wait. Go over your move for a second. I want to see it.
You see? So check this out. She's putting the freno in. This is what?
Missionary?
Let me this
missionary?
Disclaimer. This
is of course.
The person is a willing participant. Of course. 100% conscience.
She signed the contract.
You
have a witness.
There's multiple texts back and forth. And a non-secure line so they can be read later on. Okay, she's putting the freno.
Okay, missionary. We're missionary. Okay,
you usually
fine.
go missionary. She's usually not riding and putting the freno. If it is, the bitch is gonna armbar you. Keep your elbows closed.
I like it.
No, me too.
Look.
So check this out. So she's putting the freno. Underhook, hand.
Okay, hold on. Underhooks? Okay.
No, not
double underhooks.
No, you're going double
okay, well, hold on. But I want to know exactly because I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not joking.
You're gonna
one leg.
No, man, this guy.
All right, you're missionary. Okay, go ahead.
I'm missionary. Listen, see, maybe you can break this down. I'm missionary. Underhook the hand where the hand is pushing on the hip.
Okay, I got it.
To her hips so she can't hip escape either. You have her here. Then this arm is out of the picture, so now you can cut the hips.
Okay.
Okay, right?
All right.
I'm not even joking.
Okay.
So you cut the hips to the side. Then look,
Oh my God, it's so
she's
good.
there. This hand is still on the hips.
Right.
You bring up the
Oh,
hand.
I like it. The arm
And
drag.
you do like an arm triangle while
Okay.
you're banging like this.
Okay, I got it. So
The
you're
elbows have to be in.
you're
and
under
you
the
have to-
arms. So
thrust
she's
in-
like this.
One. I don't care about the other one. I want the other one because I always like the helpless feeling.
One.
Like you'll feel that you can't make me. She has to have an enchanted half guard in order to.
So you're still in the missioner or you're in half guard?
No, already that time.
Kai,
she's
we.
gonna-
This is the thing. We're gonna be millionaires.
Listen, at that point, listen.
Jiu-jitsu fucking.
If you're already passing like that, she's gonna close the legs because you know. But it's obviously in playing. It's not in. Raping.
Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm not joking. Okay, hold on. Okay,
Does it
hold
look like I'm
on.
joking?
Go back to the beginning.
This is the way I talk, motherfucker.
So,
I'm not
okay,
joking.
hold
are you guys gonna lie down on the couch?
No, I'm serious. I want to know because this worked already.
Matt's in there.
I did the first thing that Laz showed me, and the girl loved it. Came like a racer, and I'm like, dude, this is so easy. I've been suffering for years with the frenos, and then when you pluck off the frenos or you overpower their arms, they leg frenos. And I've always been like, there's no beating their leg frenos. Laz just look, leg drag, and then choke her fucking face. Choke her fucking. I love that shit.
Well, the chick is like this.
Okay.
With a freno.
So she's lying down.
It's not really a freno. It's more of a shock absorber.
Yeah.
And a hump limitator.
Inhibitor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can see
Because it's
that.
like a governor. It doesn't
Time
let
out.
it go as much as you want.
Time out 1 second. If a chick does the frenos, that relationship is over.
Oh, you're talking about relationship? I'm talking
No,
about...
I'm saying like
listen,
one time, but I'm saying if she does the frenos, she doesn't like to get
I
fucked
was
the way
talking
you
about
like to
Randall.
fuck.
I was talking about a
and
Randall.
it's over.
You know
Yeah.
what a Randall is, right?
Yeah.
random
Randori.
chick.
Randori guy.
Okay. It's
All
going to
right,
be
go
hard
ahead.
for me.
Go ahead.
You don't need your headphones. You can just talk into the mic.
So she's blocking. She's
Got it,
blocking.
got it.
Playfully blocking.
You're fucking
but
right.
fucking
No, they
squirming.
block.
Doing mini shrimps.
They block. Yeah.
Block the hand.
Okay, take the hand off.
Your hip cuts that way. Of
Right,
course
right.
She's going to do this.
Right.
When she does this, I
Yeah.
push the leg to the side.
Right.
get
And you're
from
fucking
behind.
that way. Yeah.
Hold up.
They like that anyway.
No, I know, but listen. Get the head here, the head. So you're basically
Yeah.
doing the,
What I do
You're doing
there
like a
is this.
cocoon.
the crush on.
Also, neck cranking from the
crush on.
side.
You could, some people say neck crank.
Yeah, like a neck crank. Yeah.
I like it. I do the choke there. And the fucking tit grab.
And then from there, usually they love it so much. And remember, the ass has usually limited the cock, so that she doesn't feel the pain anymore. So look, I usually go from that one, from this one, to the one leg. This one's awesome. This is my signature move, pretty much. You guys,
Wonky's gonna describe his signature move
you
now.
guys have already done
I love
So
it.
you're
This is
going-
my
you're going
favorite
from-
podcast. I'm rock hard.
From a girl on her side, and you're like in doggy position.
this. From half back.
half back.
Okay,
I
half
like
back.
it. Guy, we need to write a book about this.
Now look, this is the
This is genius.
No, you go to half guard. Like you
No,
flip
you're
a
like
leg
half back
underneath.
there. You're half back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
push this leg.
Yeah.
You could even grab the head. And
Oh, a cradle. Cradle fucking? I'm rock hard. I love cradles.
You don't want to look.
I love cradles. Now I love them on girls too.
Push the knee down.
Yes, they can't. They magic mount.
So check the magic.
Magic mount.
I always go to this moment. It's a fucking charmer. Then when you really want to switch positions, you're already going to look like fucker. You go to this position.
We did ask you to be silent. So
You're basically in half guard mount.
Yeah.
Half guard mount from the
Right.
top, mounted,
Okay. I'm with
and
you.
you slip that bad boy inside with one leg, with basically intertangled legs,
Yeah. So like a half guard.
like a half guard mount.
Right, of
mounted
course.
half guard.
Yeah.
I like to go there shallow
And
towards
from the backside.
G spot. They love that.
No, but it's from the backside. So it's like you could roll into whatever they call it. You could get her in a twister at that point.
Let me tell you, I haven't done the fuck
I
twister.
think
but I've
that's
done
too
three
much.
twisters.
I think that's
No,
too
you can
much.
do it. You can do it. You got to remember also when you're banging, you have the intensities have to go up and down. It can't stay the same because if it stays the same, you're on fucking autopilot.
course.
It's boring. That's why I like personally, like the way I'm sitting. Personally, personally, quickies are a must.
No, you have to change the tempo of
Yeah.
what you're doing,
But let me tell you that,
or else it gets boring.
But it is a big problem.
I want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's
It is a big problem.
in federal taxes because the only year
I think it's this. The chemistry's got to be there from the beginning. Because without chemistry, you're fucking. I know friendship is great and shit, and you want to high five, but you usually don't want to stick your cock in your friend's face.
But
You're
also,
tremendo, marico.
but besides having the chemistry, you got to work at it. Like if
course.
you
gotta
don't work
you know
at
one of the
it
main ingredients of working at it? Don't be a fucking bitch.
I think probably
Be
he's
cool.
not,
on both sides.
Yeah, you could be a bitch as a guy.
having the rest of our
Amen.
country see what the real reasons are, because it must
I'm gonna
be
send that picture out to everybody.
Let me see.
terrible that he's trying
I'm gonna
to
make
hide
an animated GIF out of
financial
it.
disclosure
Awesome.
statement.
Do it with the guy spraying me.
Maybe the tax return. They'll give you all the details, the tax returns.
Let's see, where's
would.
this? There we
And
go.
It just seems to me that this is something that the American people deserve to see, and I have no reason to believe that.
So who do you guys think is gonna win here?
His tax return.
But but look, that's the type of stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's good that she said it, but she's sort of grasping for straws.
Yeah, she's
That
got
doesn't
nothing.
affect us. We don't care if he makes
No.
20
This
billion.
is
we
the-
know he's a liar.
This is the
We know-
problem.
even if she wants to highlight that as that,
Does he own money too?
What she does is this. She has a bunch of issues. The media is 99% in her corner. They make news to support her. They spin everything to benefit her and make
let me ask-
anybody
let me-
else look bad.
okay, let me ask you
Then
a
what
question.
she does is genius. She'll say like, "Oh, what's going on with his health?" before something comes up about her health.
I think
And
you're
her
preemptive
health
attack.
is
You're going too far into
horrific
it. I think
compared
you're
to
going too
his.
far
No,
into it.
and then she'll do some kind of scandal, and then like, oh, his charity has a scandal. When meanwhile her thing is a fucking disgusting
we've already
criminal empire. And his
Empire.
thing was one mistake here or one thing
mistake,
there, or
listen
maybe
to
he
me,
did
they're
it bad
both
too.
dirtbags.
No, but she's got a whole thing
Him
going on.
too.
It's a whole
Him too.
different
He's
level.
more- he's just as
But
ruthless.
that's what they're professional politicians, and they're the best that have ever lived at being politicians, which means being criminals. They're gangsters.
But he's not a
They're
politician.
professional gangsters. Yeah, but he's a business
he's
gangster.
a slum.
Yeah.
She's on another level, intimidating and using the might of the U.S. government and the money and everything
He's
else,
a scumbag
and
landlord.
threatening jail and threatening the IRS
Yeah, she's
to
been
get
playing the
their
game for
shit
forever.
done. They're evil. They're the worst people on the planet. Have you seen the Haiti deal that they did? It's pretty delicious, guy. There's nothing Donald Trump, and he's a giant piece of shit. There's nothing that guy has ever done that's even 1% evil like the Haiti deal.
What
Look
was
it
the
up.
Haiti deal?
Look it up. You got.
Let
I
me
won't
ask you a
even be able to
question.
explain it.
Why do-
Her
Look it up.
brother or his brother fucking basically stole money from a charity that the money was supposed to go to a fucking earthquake or whatever.
Maybe they
a
forgot.
natural disaster.
Maybe they
Obviously,
forgot.
God hates
Maybe
Haiti.
they forgot.
They're the worst humans on the planet, and that's one thing. There's 50-something people in her wake dead.
Yeah, I've read about that.
This is not a coincidence, guy. There's nobody.
Yeah, people who cross the Clintons and
nobody.
the-
There's a metro
Yeah.
bus full of people that she's
A
killed.
metro, more than that. A school bus. They're evil as fuck, and they're just gangsters.
And you see these incredible. You come in from China. You see these.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me is that like she's got a bunch of issues, and you talk to like a staunch Hillary supporter, and
Well, they're morons.
they fucking just
Okay,
brush
but
it
let me
off.
ask you a question.
They're
Why,
morons.
why do I want to hear this from Andy? Well, actually, I want to hear from Mo first, and then from Andy because I already know what Andy's going to say. So, why do all the stars?
Hey, cops are heroes.
No, that's true. Cops are heroes. Give us this moment brought to you by the Police Benevolent
Let's not even go into the police.
Association.
But, go ahead. What were you saying before?
Your son can be an asshole too. Go ahead. He just got offended that I just said that.
Oh, what were we saying?
So why are stars? Why do stars
Serious debtor nation.
Is this going to me or Mo?
are always so backy of Hillary?
Why are they so backy of Hillary?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Becky.
good, right?
I don't know.
I got
really
an
don't pay.
answer to that.
Okay, I want to hear
No,
your
but they've
answer.
always been.
Because you haven't paid any federal income
The Jews.
for a lot of years.
You think?
I mean, the Jews controlled entertainment, or Jewish people controlled entertainment. And
Yeah, but you think they control the stars too and all that shit?
To be president of the United States.
maybe they don't control the stars, but they control who
But
becomes a
almost
star.
yeah, but almost all the stars. Oh, you think it's before?
No. It's if you wanna. The way actors are, if you want to be part of the system and I want to get my name out there and I want to be in this movie, I'm gonna kiss everybody's ass.
Next, you're gonna tell me Tom Cruise is crazy. Please, I don't believe 1 second.
Painters,
So
architects,
go ahead, Andy.
Are we done?
glass installers,
Hold up a second.
marble
This is the
installers,
you're wrong guy.
drapery installers,
This is the
like
you're
my
wrong.
dad
All right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
finished the work.
The stars are lefty because the studio owners are lefty, and you will not,
One of your club
and all the people that own
courses.
the TV stations and the media conglomerates are all lefties.
That's what I said.
And you will not survive. You will not be
That's what he
employed
said. That's
if
what he
you
said.
if you even argue once in a while. Not even that you're conservative
there's
or
some
you
stars.
say anything
There's some stars that are
conservative.
conservative.
And guess what happens? Their jobs
Isn't
go
Clint
away.
Eastwood?
Their jobs go away. He's
but
a
also he directs his own
juggernaut.
stuff.
He
listen
does
to
his
me.
own
Clint
shit.
Eastwood's job went away because he's 160.
If he was a
It isn't
super
because they
lefty,
pushed
he
him
would
out.
get more. He would
They're
get more
against old
work.
people in Hollywood.
But there's people like that, and they already have done a bunch of shit. But if he wasn't so outwardly righty, he would get a lot more work, and that goes down the line for anybody who says anything. You're going to be ostracized. You're going to be. They don't want to work with you at all, and they're the least open. They want everybody to fall in line.
Do ostriches say you're going to be humanized?
I don't understand what you're saying. Because I said ostracized? Okay.
You don't get it? That shows
It's
a lot
awesome.
about your intelligence. Go ahead.
Mine, okay.
Not
Anyway.
getting jokes is yes.
I got the joke. It's just not good. It's
Go ahead.
just the word. It just happens to kind of sort of.
He likes rhyming jokes. Go ahead.
Yeah, it
What's
just
wrong
kind of
with
sort of
rhyming
rhymes with ostrich, but okay. And so that's the reason that the stars are lefty. First of all, most stars are morons. In one of the elections, I don't
glad we got
remember
that out of
which
the way.
one, maybe the one before Obama, one of the Bush ones. They had a list of. They were calling the
be a good
Bush.
start, and you
It
have to
was
be a
that's
good
what it
liar.
was. It was the second Bush one. They had the cabinet, Bush's cabinet, like Cheney and Condoleezza Rice
Wolfowitz.
and everybody else, and their degrees and their experience and everything. And it was like every person had like multiple degrees, PhDs, doctorates, and all kinds of shit. All this experience and years doing shit, and then they would go to these stars who were critical of them, like George Clooney and all these idiots. There was like Susan Sarandon had a BA, and then the one other guy had like an AA. Everybody else had 0 high school. These are morons. These people don't deserve an opinion, and who give fuck. But the left loves them because they have millions of other morons, bigger morons, who will fight. Oh, Susan Sarandon loves fucking Clinton.
Why are you picking
Or
on Susan
loves-
Sarandon?
Because she's a lefty moron, and her husband's another fucking moron. They're all morons. You're gotta be an idiot to support communism, because anybody with a brain understands it doesn't work, and you're giving all the power to the government. So it's great if you're in the government, but if you're not in the government, guess what happens? You're gonna get fucked, and if you speak out, they'll just kill you. It's not. It's not even like.
Do you consider
like,
yourself a conspiracist?
No. Everything that I say is you can
It
prove
was
throughout
just a
history.
question.
In conspiracy theory, people are idiots because they're wasting their time.
Why don't you give us a list of the people that are idiots?
Yeah, the 9/11 people are morons. When you start to talk about that, you're just an idiot. Like,
Do you have any questions about 9/11? Like, oh wow, that was funny, or oh that was weird.
no, it's stupid. Why would you? There's people
Why
that
would you
took
have questions about
credit.
9/11?
They took credit, right?
You should
They
question everything,
they're
Andy.
they're Muslims from Al Qaeda, and they
Al Qaeda.
and they have been attacking
terrorist hunting.
attacking everybody they can.
They try to kill my daddy.
They've been planning these attacks. They've been doing this, and Muslims have been doing this since day one, 1,400 years ago. Whenever they get a chance, they try to do it. So when they claim that they did it, and you have them on the plane, and you have what's the conspiracy here? It's fucking retarded. Oh, because the plane, the melted beams. Dude, shut. It's a complete. Even
No,
what
okay.
we're doing right now is a waste of time.
No,
if,
so
you
what-
if you get Hillary with what she's wearing right now and put a Teletubby hat, it'll go perfect.
She's a
That's
disgusting
foam. That's
monster.
space age foam.
She's a disgusting monster.
But what you're saying, Andy, is that
Please,
Why would you
don't
have-
tell me, please?
Why
No
would
more
you-
conspiracies, bro. Why is Bigfoot? I've seen Bigfoot. It really works.
You dated a chick that had a Bigfoot. Yeah, but there's different. Now you're going from conspiracy to monster hunters.
It's the same thing, guy. It's so stupid to do a conspiracy theory. No, because I saw a ghost and the shadow moved. It's a waste of time.
But I think you're connecting the Loch Ness monster with actual events of people dying. I'm just saying.
oh, I mean,
But I am very dumb, like you said.
Are we talking about 9/11 again?
yeah.
Okay.
But just because the
Please describe what he's doing.
just
They
because I
have
don't know,
the
he's
guy,
rolling his
so
eyes.
they have the judo guy on the plane talking to his wife. Oh yeah, there's like 4 Muslims in the front of the plane with box cutters. I mean, it's not like I don't understand what the conspiracy theory is about. Oh, because the beams melted. Oh, because this building fell down. Dude, shut the fuck
No,
up.
but isn't
it's
it-
fucking stupid.
But
it's a
isn't
waste
it weird?
of time.
Isn't it weird
It's
how the
not weird.
buildings fell
No, it's not weird
at all?
And who gives a fuck anyway? Isn't it weird?
Right, but then
how
you're,
that
you're
guy
going into
killed
but that's like
the
saying
10
you're going to go into
people?
a study just looking for the
right.
answer that you want.
No.
It was Mrs. Peacock in the study with a candlestick.
Was it a conspiracy by George Bush Sr. the first time they bombed the World Trade Center? Who did that again?
No,
Who did that again?
That was a lone wolf.
Who? Who did it again?
probably some Muslim
Some
guy.
chic Muslim guy
Right.
and his little group
Right.
did it that time. Why did it do it? For the same reason they did it on 9/11. Because that's a power center and it's a fucking big image and they wanted to take it down and the thing failed because they're idiots.
Now, what if I told you
What if I told
that
you?
we know that people want to attack us, right?
Yes.
And we know that
What's the benefit? To
What's-
who? Oh,
what-
George
what's-
Bush made millions of dollars. You know what? George Bush is already a millionaire. He's a president, 2-time fucking president.
but don't they wanna
He's
stay-
set for life.
Don't they
His
wanna
family's
stay in
ridiculously
power?
wealthy.
He's not gonna let you talk.
He's not going to go anywhere. He's in as much power as he's going to get. The guy's in a fucking ranch. He's not sitting in a fucking Abu Dhabi on a fucking gold throne. He's sitting on a ranch doing what he would do, whether he has 5 million or 9,000 million billion trillion dollars.
Why are you getting
What's
worked
the
up?
stupidity
Why are you getting
of
worked
the?
up?
It's a waste of time. This is stupid.
No, this is-
to talk
this is-
about conspiracy theory.
Okay,
it's
so
stupid.
Okay, here's something that I was thinking about in the car on the way over here. Why would if we know that that we have an issue with Islam right now, where we've got radical Islam,
Right.
Islamists.
There's no such
wanting
thing
to-
as radical Islam. Islam is Islam.
Okay, shut up.
All right.
So we've got people that want to attack us,
They're not
right?
best friends anymore?
No, listen. We've
I
got
love
people that
Mo. I
want to
don't care.
attack
He
us.
hates me. I don't care.
We've got
I
people that
love
want
him.
to attack us.
Yes.
And we know who they are, and we can
Yes.
identify them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not all of them, but they're part of that group. And so we can use this
all
prejudice
of
to identify these people, right?
Yeah.
Yet, we still want to bring them in.
No, we don't.
Some people do.
Some people do, and they're idiots.
But why would they want to do that? What would be the goal for them to want to do that?
Their goal is that they want to. They think they're morons.
Well, there's some people who are going to agree with Hillary no
Right.
matter what. They're going to find a reason to agree with what
Right.
she's saying. What I'm thinking
Yeah.
is that bigger than Hillary, perhaps there's people who want this conflict. So that there's this enemy that we're looking at
Yeah.
that is not us,
Yeah.
and we can all go, no. Don't look at the banking stuff that's happening with us. Look
Yeah.
at these people.
No, that's not
these
what it
guys,
is.
these brown people.
That's not what it is.
Let's attack them.
Yeah,
They're attacking us.
That's not what it is.
What is it?
Okay.
I love when people high five each other and then they're turning on each other 5 minutes later.
When
It's
you
my favorite. I live for
when
this shit.
you allow women to make serious decisions,
This is going back to your video.
this is what ends up happening. Women are making decisions. If you go and you look at Germany, Germany's like France. It's like at 12% Muslim. I can't see these things. What is that?
You're gonna
Fucking
eat the
shot.
phone.
Oh my god! I just gained 5 pounds. That's ridiculous.
Fucking awesome.
I love some ice cream
It's a
right
chocolate,
now.
it's a chocolate
So,
candy cake.
lefty
They call it
women-
chocolate candy cake.
Lefty women continue to vote for lefty policies more than anybody else. They just vote left all the time. And what ends up happening is that you weaken the country and the society to the point that you cannot survive a war against a serious enemy. And Islam is that enemy. We're going to lose everything to Islam, and we're watching it happen.
So
And there is no surviving at all. There's no way we survive unless we take women's right to vote away and pretty much every other right that they haven't. That's probably not going to happen. But that's the only way to survive.
to take their right to vote away.
Vote away because
So
they
that they-
cannot vote because voting they vote left They continue to weaken every society that they're in once they have any
Women.
kind of power. Women, because women are 50%.
Has there been a society
You're
without
laughing
women?
like this is silly. When women get the right to vote or any kind of like power and decision making, they make the wrong decision. And when they're faced with any kind of pressure, they just give up. And then guess what? You lose whatever society you have. And
So if they
that
make
is
the wrong
proven
decision,
throughout
wouldn't it be
history.
smart to have a woman there to
For
ask her,
them,
what
it's
would you
not
do?
that
And then do the
bad.
opposite.
For them, it's not that bad because they're just going to continue to get fucked and raped and raise the children of other people. But for the guys, it's pretty bad because you're going to die. And then if you're at the point where you're not even able
But I'm
to
gonna go down
fight
blazing.
back
I'm gonna go
because
down
of
blazing.
female decision, you will. But feminized men, no offense, will not because
No offense
they
to
don't
the
have
person that's
guns.
6 inches from me.
They don't have balls. They've bought into these lies, this ridiculousness, and this is where we're going. When you see people like Clinton right now, she's probably saying the same shit. There's politicians, females, 90% of the time, in Germany that they're on the floor of their Senate or whatever the equivalent is, saying those right wings, they're gonna see when we get more Muslims in here. In 10 years, this will not look like Germany. Why
I saw
would
that
you
clip.
do that?
Yeah, you sent me the video.
Why
on
would
that.
you do that?
And it's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's
why
what
would
she
you
said.
do that? You're giving your country, which was built by Germans and Christian, whatever, to Muslims who didn't have anything to do. You're giving it to them. And they're bringing Sharia law, which is horrific. It's against everything, every kind of principle that the West is founded on. And so what's going to end up happening is that at some point you're going to defang the country and the militaries from these countries to the point where they won't even fight back and they will just be taken over. And this is what's happening. At 30%, this guy had the numbers on some videos. I'll try to find it. At 30%, it's over.
There's only 22% chance of you finding it, but go ahead.
I'm not even going to look for it, in all honesty.
17%.
But you're at about a 15% of France. France is the worst. England's like at 10. Germany's like at 12%. It's all bad there.
So
it's
a
all
percentage
bad there.
of Muslims
in the population.
And what are we
What's
at
the
here?
percentage?
We're at
What's the
1%. We're at 1%. At 2-3%, they start to be a problem. They start protesting. They start suing the fuck out of everybody. Here, they're already suing. They're already having ridiculous
where do
shit.
these-
In England, they already at 10%. They already have Sharia law courts. It's fucking ridiculous.
And where are the Muslims coming from? This increase is it
This
just
is like what they're doing here. They're bringing
is
them
it
from wherever.
immigration?
They're bringing them from Africa. They're bringing them from the Middle East.
So mainly
they're
immigration
bringing them in.
and
they're
I guess
giving them
having
fucking.
kids.
They're giving them. Yeah, and they're having kids like 7 kids, and we're having not like 1 point something kids.
And based
so
on
there's
this rate-
nobody.
Based on this rate, when would we be?
It's
at
like
15%?
2050 or something like that.
2050, okay.
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. I remember watching this shit. I'm not an expert. I'm driving around most of the time with this shit playing in the car. But the point is, this is what's happening, and you're not gonna win. The only way that humanity survives, the way we know
White
it,
people.
not
in the
white
West.
people, is that you reform Islam, but you can't reform Islam like they did Christianity and Judaism, because those religions had human people that you could talk to. These are morons, and then
We're
they
not
asked
talking about human people.
asked Muhammad when he was like almost dead, like if they could question the Quran or whatever, and he said no. So you have to follow his example, which is child
And he's like a
brides,
human video recorder.
child brides.
I swear to God, if we find the video that he got this from, it's like
This
word
guy,
for word.
This guy,
You can find it.
this guy had child brides. He chopped off his enemies' heads. He had slaves. This is what they're looking after. So if we have enough scumbags and murderers, and we had Jesus to follow, what is coming when you have
This religious moment has been brought to you by
thousands and
Fortress
thousands of these monsters coming to this country, where rape is fine, murder is fine, having slaves is fine. I mean, having child brides is fine. So anybody who votes for Hillary doesn't understand that they're pulling this into the country, and they're going to deal with this. If you think that I'm full of shit or whatever, go to Dearborn and Michigan and see what's up. Go over there and be like, hey, I
How
don't
much
like
are
you
the
guys.
tickets?
See what happens. It's probably like $5 because no one wants to go there because it's full of Islam.
Sorry, Dearborn.
Islamic people.
This show
And they'll
was
kill
not
you if you question
necessarily-
them or whatever. So, I mean,
So
all of that.
there's a big population, a big Muslim population in Dearborn, Michigan.
There's Muslim
And
population
how is it going
everywhere.
there? So it's
It's probably not going well.
what's the percentage over there?
I don't know. It's fucking high. I think it's like everywhere else.
And they did the thing that you were saying about suing and doing protests and getting into government.
I mean, you'd have to look it up, dude. I don't even. Anytime I see anything of this shit, I try to avoid it because it drives me nuts.
I don't think you avoid it.
I know. I don't. I, think
I don't watch the news. Is what I'm saying.
Anger inside that you're supposed to use.
Anger.
Just the answer.
I don't have anger, guy.
Right now. You're raising your eyebrows and your forehead is more wrinklier than ever, and it's of anger. You're jittery as fuck.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. Oh no, please. Look, if we're gonna go to stupid arguments like this, the big picture is the universe is expanding. At some point, it's gonna start.
Theoretically, it's expanding.
It's gonna start contracting.
Guy, you're wrong.
It's gonna start contracting, and then it's gonna implode. We're never getting out of here. None of this is gonna matter. So all we could do is do whatever the fuck we want, have fun, or whatever.
Have a high
this
five
religion, that religion, whatever you want to do. None of this shit really matters because we might not even make 100,000 years or 1,000,000 years. So humans. All this is for
You're
naught.
not gonna make next week if you keep.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm loving it. So all this shit, when people get all upset about anything, that's my take on everything. What are we doing here? We're rats. We're giant rats. That's it.
Wow. Hey, listen, we got together to have a good time.
At least choppers.
At least Daryl is a giant rat. So there's no point to any of this.
You mean DEA Arrow?
I'm just saying, if you're asking about this one specific thing, that's the thing. But in the big picture, none of this matters. Right. Because nothing's going to go anywhere. No one's going to get off. We might get out of our solar system. We might get out of who knows light years away, but we're probably not going to survive.
It's way far.
We're rats. Okay, we're monkeys, and we're not going to make it.
Maybe you, bro. Maybe you.
Not me, because I'm retarded. I don't drink that garbage.
You don't? You want Heineken?
Fuck yeah, son. If I drink one more, I'll look.
And you are getting out of here. You're getting out of here in a fucking plane coffin.
Yeah, and everybody else, but I'm
It's
saying.
probably going to be Formica because you're such a bad person.
Some bitch.
I love his feathered hair. If you're in 2016 with feathered hair, you don't give a fuck.
Let him do what he wants.
Yeah, I know.
You might want to look into doing that.
Feather in my hair?
Oh, snap.
Listen to me. When hair is all you have going for you, your life's in shambles. Balls in your court.
Hey, you're doing good right now. You're going
From this angle.
It doesn't matter.
You know it's cute. I know that you know
If you're gonna do like the roster of pussy, I think I'm gonna go with Wonky's roster.
Well, he's had two. And then, wait a second, and the third one, there was this girl that once talked to him, and then she talked back, and
it was surreal.
I was so excited, but nothing came of it. Nothing came of it.
I often think about her.
I don't know what happened.
I think about her.
I still write her letters, but then I delete them. I write them. But 3 pages. I love you.
Haiku, I remember.
And we could have it and delete.
And delete, because you know what? It's like
I read it once. It's for me.
never going to materialize.
It's for me.
It's always going to be in my heart, and that's all that matters.
I lost her because she
and
just.
even though you're banging a bunch of guys and you have a great life,
she
and
knows.
in great shape. And
she knows.
She knows somewhere.
I love the leche in the face because that's like, you're my fucking skank. Leche in the face, you can't beat that. No matter who, she could go
But
be
if
married.
there's no
Leche in the face.
I say, if you don't take my leche in the
Yeah.
face, you don't care about me.
Or drink it. The drinking,
say
I
that,
love
you
the
don't care about
drinking.
me.
The drinking's hot.
If I was your chick and I could take the leche in my face, I would do
I've
it.
done this a couple of times. They go to like the kiss after the leche drinking.
Yeah, I hate the kissing. Listen, the only way you can kiss me after
No,
you
no,
have
no,
the leche,
no,
the
let's
leche
not
is the
speak.
semen.
No.
No, but listen, I will make out with a chick if she has my semen on her face. If there's another chick and we're doing a 3-way makeout, it's all like Donkey Kong.
That's the rule that's written down.
Am I wrong here? Stop me if I'm here wrong for a minute.
Seriously, you and Laz should have a podcast just about fucking tips for guys.
Yeah,
because
but he beats me because he
No.
doesn't care.
You got some
He's
good
an
ones. You got some good ones.
indiscriminate
And it's
killer.
not just
He's an
fucking.
indiscriminate
It's
killer.
the way.
He'll go out there with his fishing rod and throw and cast net and dolphins.
I've seen him fuck some
Oh, look, I
chicks.
caught a boot. Awesome. I'm going to fuck this boot.
and then I'm going to eat the boot.
I've seen him
And then I'm
fuck.
gonna make all the other boots watch me
I've
eat
seen him
and fuck this boot.
fuck some. You've seen some of the chicks
I caught a rusty fish hook.
and he's fucked some chicks that I
It's
wouldn't
gonna hurt.
fuck-
I'm
wouldn't
gonna fuck this shit
And
anyway.
he's super happy about it. He's super happy about fucking
Of course,
a three.
you should
A
be.
three. He doesn't
You
care.
should be. You
He's
should
just
be
having a
happy
great
whatever you
time,
do.
and it's a three. It's
You
a
have whatever
three
you
that
do.
I wouldn't bang, and he's all into it, and he does
But
not
see,
care.
I'm a couple months down the road thinking to myself, if when the respirator is going, teet, teet, I'm like, I'm such a fucking idiot. It was a 3. I could have waited 1 more minute and it would have been a 5.
The first streetwalker gremlins that we got, these young girls.
Dun, dun, dun.
He goes, dude, yours is gross. She's a gremlin. And I go, my chick's pretty hot. What are you talking about? And his chick was this Indian, bad, no tits, bad. Like it's a bad. Everything was bad.
And he said yours was a gremlin?
Yeah, but
You
she
should've waited
wasn't.
till
She
after
just had
11
like
and
a
fed her something
weird.
with water.
She just had like a green like shawl and like a weird skirt.
I hate
and
shawls.
boots. She
I
looked
hate
like
shawls.
she looked like a rave idiot, and then like star fucking glasses or something in her hair. She looked stupid, but she was hot.
But I'm going to tell you right now, listen, stop me if I'm wrong. If you're going to wear a shawl, we better be at an opera, bitch.
No, but it's colder. It's
Don't
it's
wear-
colder.
listen,
It's
if we
colder.
go if we go to La Carreta, don't be wearing a shawl.
It's colder,
bitch.
but you know what's funny? They came out of the shadows. We were like in a corner, and he's like, "Nah, we'll just get some bitches and take them home." I go, "Okay," and I'm thinking we're gonna go to another place or whatever because the streets are like you see the girls walking around, but they're basically inside.
Yeah, once I heard you guys were going to Colombia, I Googled or YouTubed some videos on
Jerk off.
on,
basically
on
it.
the experience. It's pretty fucking creepy.
Well,
it's pretty creepy.
so-
it looks like a slummy, dirty area. Well,
Yeah,
the video
it's
that I
bad.
saw.
What was the
And,
name
you
of
know, I don't fucking
Slum
know.
fucks.
Pretty good.
But yeah, but like on every,
It's a good name
like
for a porn thing,
imagine
slum
downtown Miami in the '80s with all the
that's what it's like.
the fucking electronic
Yeah,
stores
yeah,
with
yeah,
chicks
yeah,
standing in
yeah,
the front.
but way like third world country.
Yeah.
Third world country-ish, and the chicks are all over. The people, guys are all over. More guys than girls.
It's
Because they're
weird.
working, and old ladies working like the little
Right.
chiclet fucking trucks or whatever. But this gang of like 20 black people, like 10 chicks, like 3 or 4 guys, and then like 4 white girls, right? They're all coming up the thing, and they're all dressed like they're going to like a club or a rave or something, right? And when they walk up, hey, I'm like, hey, what about them? And then these guys are like, oh yeah. And then they like point at them, and the girls, they're all walking past us. And then they just like snap their fingers or hey, and they fucking turn, and then they come over, right? And they're like, oh, okay, who do you want to get? So we picked the 3 white girls, right? There was one other white girl, but she was like fat. So we picked the white girls, and then I go to Laz. I go. You think any of these people noticed that we just picked the white girls, none of the black chicks or anything?
So you guys wanted, there was
And
a
he
bunch,
goes,
and you guys picked the black
and he
chicks
goes,
for some
guy, don't even talk to me about shit like that. Because I'm laughing at myself. Like, this is racist. But over there, they don't even flinch on shit like that. It's like the 50s over there. It's awesome. The chicks are broken. Awesome.
Broken. Please describe.
Broken.
Yeah, describe broken. What do you mean?
It's so it makes my dick hard thinking about it. They're broken. Imagine being the biggest dick that you could be.
I could hear you.
That's how the chicks are used to being treated, like garbage. You could be mean to them.
Now, is that because of the regular
And when
guys in
you're-
Colombia, or because
Yeah,
of
because
the
society,
streetwalkers in Colombia?
society treats just chicks like shit, and then if you're not like in the upper class or educated or wealthy, you're treated like shit. So when we're nice to those little streetwalker girls, they like fucking freaking out. Like they've never been even talked to like humans. So they're already like, oh, like super excited and happy. And what happened was, I probably said this already. I don't know. I've told this 100 times.
Not
But
today, it's all
my
right.
chick was like, I didn't notice it till like the 3rd trip. Then Laz had to explain it to me. Zal. He goes,
His name's
the
Laz.
girl was always saying,
Not Zal.
I'm so like,
His name is
I'm
Laz.
so broken and by this feminist bullshit that my brain doesn't work like a man, really. I have to fight and feel like a dick, but I'm not being a dick. This is how you should normally be. What would Wonky do? That's my mantra. So,
No, but Wonky's not a dick with chicks.
yeah. So, no, it's great. That's the way to be. But anyway, the chick would always be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and I would be like, "Fuck you telling me for? Just go."
Right.
All the time, 100 times.
Right.
That's awesome.
And I never dawned on me. And then one time she's sitting next to me and she's like, "I'm gonna get ice," and I'm like, "Get fucking ice."
Right.
And she didn't move, and I'm like, "Shut up, this stupid bitch." And this guy's like, "She's asking permission, guy. Do you not understand that?" And I'm like,
said
"Yeah,
that? Laz?
Laz." And I go, "She's asking permission." And it fucking hit me like all those. She's asked me 100 times to do different shit. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm just like, uh-huh.
Right, taking for granted that she has the volition to go do her thing.
You can do whatever you want. And then I remember telling her a bunch of times, just do whatever you want. She's not doing whatever she wants. She's sitting there looking at you like this, like a dog. Remember the dogs were trained? Like they would look at you for a command? Like that. It's awesome. And I
And
I
when
grew
you
up
saw
with all
that-
this feminism bullshit.
When you saw that, did it change the
It
way you
makes
would behave
rock
towards them?
hard that chicks do that. That they're
it-
looking at you like this, and then they're like,
papi, ¿qué hago?
yeah.
What do I do?
Puedo coger hielo.
They definitely
Puedo ir al
they're
baño.
They're more
Voy
girlfriend
voy al
experience.
baño, guy. It's so hot when
It
chicks
should
do
be
that.
GGFE, good girlfriend experience.
It's so fucking hot that they're like that. It's
Hey,
hot.
let's go to
dude.
my hotel room and
It's
you just
hot.
clean.
Okay,
They'll do
please.
It. They'll do it. They'll do it.
if you stare at a chick, they look down like that. It's the hottest fucking thing on the planet. It's so hot. I can't even explain it, dude. They just look down. They're broken. It's fucking the hottest thing ever. You can't. There's no chick in the United States as broken as a regular Colombian chick.
What's broken?
Broken like that, like feminism. They're so feminismed here that they're ruined. They're like men. They behave like men.
Right. It's like
So-
as soon as you start talking to a girl, it's sort of like antagonistic.
Yeah.
And so
Fuck
now
you.
you're fighting.
My thing is
now
I
you're fighting.
fucking hate you. And that's why these guys always, hey, let's go out. I fucking hate chicks. I don't want to talk to any chick. Unless the chick's like
Serial killer trait.
super
26.
submissive, I don't want anything to do with her. Like what you were saying. If I tell you, hey, let's go, and she says, nah, I don't want to go there. Hey, I'm never talking to you again. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's pretty good.
So have you gone the Laz route and look for Asian
No, I got some girl now. She's super broken. I'm in love.
here or in Colombia?
Here, and she's American. I don't know how she was broken, but she's broken.
But what do you say broken? What do you mean by broken?
Broken, like she's like, I say what to do, and
That's not
there's
broken, that's
no
called-
right. But I'm saying my whole
Traditional.
life has been, hey baby, I love you, fucking kissing ass like a
Right,
faggot, being a
Please,
bitch,
can-
being a
I'm-
bitch.
I'm gonna be nice to
being
you.
a
Can you be
bitch.
nice to me?
Yeah, begging basically for pussy. You guys on the phone really pisses me off. I'll fuck her face. I'm rock hard. So when I was the
And
second,
I was raised like that. Like,
yeah,
you know, oh,
and
please,
it's bullshit.
get her flowers
Chicks don't even
and
like
be
it.
nice.
Chicks don't
Yeah.
like it. They hate it.
Dude, you're
And
fucking
we're
annoying.
Taught. We're
That's
taught.
exactly what it is.
You know what happens with this chick?
No, but and once you get that, once you receive that from some chick that you're not really interested in, and the reason you get that is because she's giving it to you. Like if you're not difficult to get, then nobody's interested. And once you're on the receiving end of that as a guy, you get to understand that of. No, I'm not interested in you, but thank you. But I'm going to keep going towards this other thing.
Since the trips, I got divorced and I went on a first trip, like the next day. Since the trips, I went out with the chick and she was giving me attitude and I was already starting to fall into the kiss ass road. And I go, what am I doing?
Right.
And I go, hey, look, this is over.
Once
and
a
she
chick-
goes,
once a
she
chick
goes
thinks
to
she
me.
can dominate you.
She goes,
her
oh,
pussy
why?
Is fucking dry. That's
She goes,
fucking
oh,
go
why?
bomb
And I go,
medicated.
because I don't like the way you are. I just can't. We're not compatible.
said that?
Me. And she goes, oh, but I thought we were having a good time. And I go, look, this is not gonna work out. And then she's calling me. I never called her back because just
And
the
this is
way
a
she was.
streetwalker?
No,
No
a
offense,
regular chick
streetwalker,
here.
regular chick.
A regular chick
Got it.
here.
Oh, here.
It's just
Okay.
that I've already from that experience of those chicks being like that. That's the only thing I want. So then,
How dare you? You
I
just
talked
want
to
a
a couple
broken
other
girl.
chicks.
No.
A couple other chicks,
You're
and
an
when they
asshole.
had a little bit of
You're
attitude,
an asshole. What are you doing tomorrow?
hey, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Exactly.
No, and then the text. You know what?
Thanks
and
a
you're
lot.
such an asshole.
But I'm gonna
2
give
days
you
later
another
text.
shot.
No, not even. And you know what? I can't believe you had the face to tell me that.
There's zero of that. I don't want any of that. Any negative thing or any complaining.
That's it. We're done. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
There's no
And
nothing.
furthermore,
So then what happens is like a 2 or 3 chicks, I'm the one like, hey, go fuck yourself. And then a couple calls, I don't even call them back. till I find this bitch. This bitch is super broken, super submit. Perfect. I love her. She's perfect.
You might want to
When
change
we-
the way you use
Nah, I
that
don't give a
language.
fuck. But I don't care.
Of being.
I don't care. And you know
of
what
being
I do
broken, 'cause
now?
I don't think it's a
My
broken
whole
thing.
life.
I think it's the being
I know
happy
what
with
you're
a
saying.
traditional
It's not traditional.
setting
We're
of-
broken here in
of-
the United States
No,
with feminism.
But that's what he's saying.
I know what he's saying.
No, it should,
I know what
it
he's
should
saying.
be
I know what he's
a
saying.
traditional thing of
what-
no. Hey, what do you
and
mean?
what-
I know you've been working all day.
What
I
I
clean
do-
the house for us, not because I'm a maid, but for us,
Not
so
even.
we can have a clean
But that
house.
doesn't even happen.
Because I know that you've been working all day, and we need a clean house.
Yeah, but no, that doesn't even happen. What happens now is 100% clean the house. And if they don't like it, later. Take care of yourself. Everything's like that, or else forget it. And the girls
Everything
actually
is like that for you
that.
now.
Yeah. And if the girls complain once, it's over. And if they have any kind of attitude, it's over. And
Nah, you don't have to go that crazy, but
No,
it
but
just
that's
has to
the
be-
truth.
It just has to be.
You have to be willing to walk away,
Oh yeah.
or
That's the
else,
champion.
they'll be like, no, this guy's
And let
bluffing.
me tell you, if you just do it, it's so easy and refreshing than if you try to pump fake it. Because if you pump fake it, you're gonna pump fake yourself. Just do it. It's gonna be so refreshing. It's gonna be like a.
That's the
classic-
As in
point I'm
walking
at.
away.
Yeah,
that's the
Yeah.
point I'm at. No, at the point I'm at is that I hate chicks.
It's liberating.
American
I feel like I just put my
feminism
brow-
chicks.
My proverbial brow.
I can't take it for 1 second. So any little attitude or talk back, it's over. Hey, later. Oh, what are you doing? Fuck you. How about that? How about fuck you and there's no more conversation?
Yeah, you.
When we were in Colombia, I started to tell Glass, like, bro, it's crazy here, you know, and trying to talk to chicks in Spanish about that. And he's like, bro, don't even talk to them,
Talk to
about,
them
that.
about that.
And I go, that's exactly
You're
what Laz
counseling?
did. That's what exactly. He goes, bro, why would you even talk to them
Counsel
about
these
that?
balls.
Like if they're regular people. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even at that level yet. Where I don't even talk to them about shit, like, because they're always like, "Why don't you
you're
have a
talking-
boyfriend? Why don't you have a girlfriend in America?"
I do.
and I'm like,
I
"I
do. I'm
hate."
just here now.
And then I'm telling them, "I hate everybody, all the chicks in America," and that's the reason. But
So you're telling
that's
him
not
that,
even the
but
point.
you're
I'm
telling them that,
But
and Laz is saying,
Laz
why are you
is
even
saying,
talking
don't
about
even
that?
talk to them.
Right.
What? I'm not even talking to them. I talk them. Look, suck my dick. That's the way to do it. That is so awesome, because that's what they're sitting there like a little dog. Like, what do I do? Suck my dick.
And wait, are these
Hey, what do I do?
prostitutes or are these regular
Sometimes
girls?
it's regular chicks, and
Because
sometimes
prostitutes, you're paying them to
yeah,
do that anyway.
yeah. But it's the same whether it's prostitutes
Regular
or
chicks.
regular chicks.
Have you?
Hey,
you know what you guys should
cook
do?
Food?
You guys should go to Colombia and not go to
We can do that.
prostitutes.
We can do that.
and just go out to the clubs
I agree.
and look
You'll
We can
for.
do that.
You'll pick up.
Yeah.
you'll
It's
pick
the
up.
same, because the chicks are broken or whatever terminology you want to use. That's what I'm using for saying they're not caught up in the feminism lie, which is it's a lie. It's not the way nature works. It doesn't work that way.
The nature intended.
That's why when Wonky says, "Hey, you know this or that," that's the way it is, or you're gone. And that's the truth. That's the way it is. So this is a
But
great
I don't
story.
I don't even think of it as just a fucking pure fucking iron fisted thing. I just think of it. Okay, you don't want to do it. It's gonna be no. Why even fake it?
Why fight?
Exactly.
Why fake it?
Right.
You don't want to.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
want to play basketball.
That's
you
what I'm
wanna
saying.
Play basketball.
Right.
No, we're playing basketball. But you're not playing basketball? I'm playing basketball,
no,
and
we're
you're
playing.
leaving.
We're playing
And you're
and we're
leaving.
going home.
You're leaving. Exactly. So
We're playing and
they're
going
going to
home.
do one thing. They're going to play basketball, or they're going to leave. Get the fuck out of here. So
Which
we're-
at the end of the day, yeah. If you don't want to play basketball, why are you here?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to play basketball.
Yeah.
So when I went on the last trip, I'm explaining all this to Mr. W, and Mr. W's wife is a fucking nightmare. She's
W,
complaining
okay, got
all
it.
the time, and she's fucking a nightmare. He's whining about it all the time. So, Mr. W,
separated. It could be XYZ at
Mr.
this
W is
point.
crying.
Are they
'cause
separated?
He didn't know his.
Are they separated?
No, not because of that.
Oh, okay.
He didn't know his dad, and he was really worried about leaving the mom at this stage because the kid's like a fucking infant and whatever. So he's like kind of crying about his shit. So I'm explaining to him the chicks down there are fucking broken. It's delicious, and the whole thing. When he goes, he doesn't. He's just hearing me talk. He's barely paying attention. When we get down there, he's like, "Dude, you're right. This is awesome. This is like the complete 180 of what my wife is. A fucking nightmare, complaining all the
But
time."
You say broken, but
and
it's
then
not, yeah, well, we already cleared that, but it's not broken. It's listen.
I know,
they wanna
I'm
have
using
at
whatever
the end of-
terminology
at the end
I
of
feel
the
like
day,
using.
They want to have fun and have a good time at the end of the day and be normal.
they
and
want
be
you to make the
relaxed and not
decisions.
I know,
They
but
want
the
you to be
problem
the
is,
man,
a lot of
and
chicks
they
here-
don't want to be the man. And when you say like, "Hey, what should we have for dinner?" That's you being a bitch and being the girl. They want you to go like, "Hey, let's go. We're gonna get hamburgers."
Of course.
Oh, but I was thinking of no. I'm getting fucking hamburgers, and you can get the fuck out. You don't have to even say that. You just let's go. You don't even say permission or anything like that. That doesn't exist.
They love that. That's
So
pussy
the whole
wedding.
time I'm telling them
That's
this
a
stuff.
misting system for the
basically what we're talking about now, right? This whole story, all this shit, the rough sex, the submissive chick, all this shit. When we get in the airplane, we're not even back to the United States. We're in the airplane with 2 American stewardesses. Did I tell you the story? This
When a
is
chick says she's not in the
delicious.
mood-
This is
When
hilarious.
a chick says she's not in the mood, she's not in the mood for you.
If I was writing, I think I'm a good writer. I know I'm not, but I think I'm a good writer and I can write stories and shit like that. If I was writing the story of this trip, it wouldn't have gone this good
could
because
tell good- you
reality
could
is
write good
always
stories.
better than, well,
Of
watch
course,
this.
than fiction.
He gets on and he orders like Bloody Mary and he goes, "Oh, I want a water." And the black lady, right? There's a
Nice.
black lady
Full
and a blonde
circle.
lady. She goes, "Oh yeah, I'll get it for you." And he goes, "Yeah, I want it now." And she goes, "Oh, I'm busy now. I'll get it to you. Don't worry about it." And he's like, "What are you getting angry about?" And she goes, "No, I'm doing whatever." And she's already arguing with him, right? So I don't say anything. 10 minutes pass. I go, "Hey, they didn't get your fucking water." And he goes, "Yeah, I fucking know." And he's like serious and straight like that. And I go, "I'm going to say something." He goes, "No, don't say anything." And and the first stewardess that walks by is a different one, a blonde, big girl. So I go, "Hey, excuse me." He ordered a water. He didn't get it. They already put the carts away, right? She goes to me. She goes, "All you had to do is tell us." And I go, "Yeah, I'm telling you. This is me telling you." And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to get you water." And she goes and gets the water and she comes back and I look at him and I go, "Guy, we're not even in the we're in the air. We're not even in the United States and we're getting this shit." And he goes like, "Bro, you're right. This is fucked up." I go, "I told you." And the guys allow it.
Yeah.
The problem is that, no offense, because I was one of you, the pussy
He's
guys.
and Mo, hold up a second. Mo, get out from underneath the chair. real quick.
The pussy guys allow it.
Wait. Let me
When
make
you
sure my
allow
phone's
it,
off.
when you allow it,
He's not.
Okay,
joking.
go ahead. Go
when
ahead.
you allow that fucking back talk or any kind of shit, you allow it to take another step and another step, and then we become at this point where guys are like fucking faggots, basically.
Well, you're not even banging. You're taco bumping.
Yeah, you're living with a fucking chicken, not even banging her. No offense.
You're paying for her. No, you're paying for pussy someone else is getting, which is even worse. I hate paying for other people's pussy. I wouldn't mind if it's a friend, if you're picking up the tab for the pussy, but paying for strangers is fucking bad. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so that's the point that we're at. We're at the point where chicks have special rights and guys are like cash cow ATMs, basically. And this ship has to either be righted or we're gonna crash as a society because guys are
Wait, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have guys being ATMs for chicks who aren't working and being the what can you get me? And girls who are liberated, quote unquote.
They can't be liberated. They can't be liberated. That's the problem. We allowed that, and that's not that cannot function. That is not how society works.
But then you need the sugar daddy thing.
You need men to do what men do, which is work. No, you need men to do what men do, which is work.
Go to work.
And women to do what women do, which is take care of the home and the kids.
Right.
And then you want to get a job or something like that? No, it's not.
No, you're wrong, girl. You're wrong.
You're just wrong. And it's not going to happen. You know why? Because you're going to crush the whole system. And so it's no. Oh, but okay,
Would you have
go
a short-
somewhere else on your own and start your own
So why don't
society.
you make a video? So look.
Oh,
when a woman
well,
says
yeah.
they wanna
Oh, yeah.
work, look at this short
Fuck
video.
out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking
Yeah, but,
asshole.
okay, but listen, what happens about this, Andy? What about it? Say, okay, I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna go to the gym and get super hot while you're working.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, but
See you
want her to
later.
go to the gym.
No, you don't go to the gym. You know what the
Can she leave
gym
the
is?
kitchen?
Look, in the fucking house cleaning clothes. That's the gym, bitch.
Granted, we have
putting his hand
we have technology that makes it easy to do laundry. You don't have to be fucking scrubbing the clothes for hours.
We should.
So
It's
you
not the
fucking-
point. The
as long
point
as you
is,
do the
no,
laundry,
the point is
you take
that-
care of the house.
The point
the kids
is
are
that
educated.
women,
the kids are fed. I'm fed.
My
Women,
dick is sucked.
women mentally think that they're men. They behave like men, and then they complain that there's no strong guys to fucking. We can't beat you up anymore. That's illegal. We can't
That's
even.
a gray area. I'm just kidding.
They can't. We can't talk to them in any fucking way. They have special rights.
No, but I like women that work. Bring money, motherfucking house to the motherfucking house.
Women can't work. They can't
women
even.
can work.
They're
Pay
not
for
even
my
allowed
shit.
to make decisions because it throws off society. First of all, it's not even men that should make decisions.
This is all based on one video.
No, guy. You saw me post one video. You think that that's the only video?
Hillary's teeth are really
It should-
stained.
it
Her
should-
teeth are really stained. You would
She's a
think
monster. When you come from the 8th, 9th level of hell, that's what you look like. And when you all polished up with makeup, she's a piece of garbage. Even men, you have to be a landowner to vote, in my opinion. Not even a fucking man. You cannot, like, if you don't own land, you can't vote. If you're a chick, you can't vote. That's it. And then you have society grow and be good. You have these fucking
Grow and be
losers.
good. I like that. That's a
You
good
can't
slogan.
have monkeys who don't fucking work making a decision about anything because they're morons. If you don't have a stake in the system, you don't get a vote. If you don't work and have done something, accumulated something, you don't get the vote.
But what if they
you're
do
a
want to
chick,
work and
you
they do
can't
want to
vote.
accumulate?
Who?
Chicks.
No.
Like the chick from Yahoo, who's the fucking CEO of Yahoo.
No,
Although
I
Yahoo
think
kind of
chicks
sucks.
at work. I
No.
like chicks at work. I don't
No.
like chicks that stay home all day because they start complaining. Be worky and be tiredy better than be complaining and be doing nothing.
No, because what happens
That's
is
my opinion.
I agree.
no, because what happens is they go into the workforce, they start working, they want to vote, they want more rights, and then it crushes the whole system. So no, the answer is no. You're wrong.
No, but I'm okay with girls
Me too.
working as long as everything else is taken care of.
Me too. And like I've told women before, whatever you want to say, I'm sticking my dick in you. You're not sticking your dick in me. So,
That's a good way to put
It's
it.
good, right?
Yeah.
So when you grow a dick and my dick inverts into a vagina, then you know what?
So you're into pegging.
Yeah,
with what
pretty
you're
much,
saying.
exactly. You're fucking right and I'm wrong.
There's a friend of ours.
In a
His
war, you have to
last
show your
name,
care.
his last name rhymed with Swollen. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Swollen. Too close?
I don't give a fuck. I'm okay with it.
He
It's okay.
tells
Hold on,
me,
let me get,
my
let me
wife-
see the box. They say it's okay.
My wife is a fucking nightmare. I don't
Your
know,
wife.
his wife.
Oh,
I don't
his
know
wife.
what to do. He's asking me for advice. You're pretty low in the world of anything to ask me for any kind of advice, especially about chicks. Before I started listening and paying attention to Wonky and Sal, Mr.
Making me
J.
out to be a monster.
No, you're a genius, is what it is. So he tells me, my wife's a fucking nightmare. Blah, blah. She's not even hot, which is a big fucking negative.
Yeah, that's the part that angers me the most.
So anyway, he says he goes to work. She used to work, and then she had a good job, and she lost her job. So she still spends like if she had a good job, but she didn't have a job. So she was wasting a lot of money, and he wasn't making that much money. That's already an issue. That's not even the problem. The problem is when he would get home from work, and he has a stressful job-ish. He would get home from working all day, and she'd be there with the kids doing zero, which is basically doing zero,
But
watching
that goes
TV
to
all
one of my
day.
other things. Everybody has to control their own money. If you make the money and you bust your ass and you're working like fuck, you keep the account. You could have an account that's a joint account. No, you could.
I
because
think the
for
guy
her to pay
controls
shit and all that
everything.
shit, but if it's your money and you're the one that, in the morning, wake the fuck up, go to fucking work, gobble up the mohonks, take the risk, do all the shit. It's your money at the end of the day. Yeah, you want to share with her, and if she's with you, fine. When she's not with you, if you can, you give her something and whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, that money's motherfucking yours.
So
on that same token, what about like for somebody like Laz, not Zal?
Wow.
So if he were to split up with his chick, what would she be entitled to anything?
Yeah, they just
she shouldn't be.
Well, why not?
Because why?
No, but she works.
Because when you start to get into that, it's a slippery slope, and then you get we're back to where we are, which is the chicks take everything, and then the guys have to fucking
No, but shouldn't you have some
suck a
sort
dick.
of? But shouldn't you have some?
Why doesn't
sort
the
of
girl suck a
protection?
dick?
Why are you screaming?
Yeah.
Sorry, why doesn't the girl suck a dick? Oh, the guy has
The
to
girl
suck a
is
dick.
gonna suck a dick,
Oh, the
but somebody
guy's
else's dick.
No, the guy. Yeah, the guy.
hard, too.
No, the guy has to suck a
probably-
dick
and
and
probably
pay and
do
this
the
and that.
thing she
No,
was gonna
why?
do.
Have the girl suck the dick.
Whatever she's never
Oh,
done to
the
you.
girl be
No, she's
kicked
gonna love
out
it.
into the
That's gonna be her
street.
favorite thing.
The girl be kicked out into the street. Oh, and the guy has to be kicked out into the street, and he has to pay for everything. Why is that fair? That's the same thing. When you make the woman more
Yeah, but
powerful, the society's going to collapse because guys will stop working.
But I think they
guys
did that-
will stop getting married. The whole thing collapses, and that's what we're watching.
But I think that part is also because a lot of the kids without the father and then no money on the streets, it's going to make more criminal.
It's not going to make a difference when it's a single mother. It's the same.
With
The
no
crime
money.
rate is through the roof.
I know, but it'll be even higher.
It won't be higher. It'll be worse. It's always better.
What do you think, Mr.
And it's
Hipster
always
guy?
worse.
Mr. Hipster?
This is worse. It's going to collapse the whole society. What happens is the girls gobble it up because girls gobble it up better than guys. Guys will say, fuck it, and they'll fucking kill themselves or they'll go on with their lives. Chicks will gobble up a horrible marriage and a horrible situation a lot more and deal with it because they're women. They're programmed to do that and to take care of the kids, and they'll gobble it up. If they don't like it, make a better decision on picking a husband before that.
Yeah.
That's it. And you're even lucky you get to make that decision.
But wouldn't that be the same thing for both?
No, because it's not equal. You can't be equal. There is no such thing as equal. And when you try to make it equal, it slips it to chicks being in power, and it's not. It's not.
So what if it actually was equal?
It's not equal. It cannot
What
be
if it was?
equal because it's not
Listen,
equal.
I pick your life and you pick the curtains.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it's pretty much saying.
So Swollen goes and he has a high powered job, stressful, right? When he gets home from work, his dumb bitch wife
Wonky's like the
contributes
Ed McMahon.
zero.
When I got home last night.
She contributes zero, right?
She contributes stupid comments, stupid faces,
Worse than that. So she goes.
This is
and an
Swollen's wife.
unattractive body.
Swollen. So she goes to him. Oh, okay. Here's the kids into his hands. I'm gonna go take a break, which is like her taking a bath or who knows what the fuck, right? So now the guy just worked all day. So now he's home, he's playing with the kids. Fine, he probably loves his kids. He doesn't care. Right? So then what happened was either she would cook dinner or he would cook dinner, but then he would clean the dishes. Somehow it became that he would clean the dishes. So one day they had to go somewhere and he's cleaning the dishes. And pretty much it became like he was cooking dinner too. So the guy would get home, playing with the kids, bitch is taking time off. He's cooking and now he's cleaning the dishes. And so they had to go somewhere and she's like, hey, hurry up, we gotta go. Hurry up and clean the dishes. And he stops and he's like, the whole time months are passing, I'm making fun of him for being a faggot and letting this bitch run him over. And for a number of reasons, these are all the reasons. And he goes to me, he goes, bro, I think you're right. She was there screaming at me, and I just stopped. I'm like, I'm fucking cleaning the fucking dishes every day.
I'm not even cleaning my own dishes.
I'm cleaning,
I'm not even
like,
cleaning
I'm
my
cleaning
ass at this point.
I'm cleaning everybody's dishes.
He's like, how the fuck did it get to this point? And,
Right.
and then I told him, he's American, the chick's Cuban. But it's just in general.
His alternative would be, but it's like his
You can't allow that at all. Ever. The first talk back is no.
is that he has no
We'll break up right now. We'll end the whole thing right now with your attitude.
about these issues. People
With you talking back, you're doing all this. This bitch shit.
so closely trying to
Big time. So
what we will do. Can
he keeps on with it, and I told him, guy,
Are they still
he's
together?
an American guy, and he played hockey. I go, guy, this is the other team. They're right in front of your goalie. They're wiping their ass, and they don't give a fuck. If you don't check that bitch, if you
Right.
don't get that guy out of there, he's gonna sit there all day and not have
They're
any
skating- if
respect
they're-
for you.
If they're hurting your guys, they're going
He
to keep
goes, what do you
hurting your
mean,
guys
slap
unless
her?
you show
And I
them
go,
that
you
that's
can't
not
slap her
cool.
now, but that would have been good like 50 years ago or 100 years ago. Now what you got to do is like, hey, this is over and I'm leaving. And then he did that, and she kissed his ass a little bit, and then he came back, and then he pussied out again, and then it fell apart, and then they got divorced. You gotta, hey, this is the way it's gonna be, and that's it, or it's gonna end. Or else you're gonna be cleaning fucking dishes. You're gonna be the bitch your whole
It's
fucking
my
life.
way or it's not going to work out.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. And then if she stays in her place, which sounds terrible, but it's the truth, it's good. If it's not going to work out like that, hey, it's not going to fucking work out. I'll just go on with my life. Go fuck yourself. So what the point of feminism is, it has destroyed the United States, and it's making everything to the point of ridiculousness. If you look around at all the campuses, you can't even have sex anymore. It's rape. Everything you do is rape. This chick that I'm banging who likes to get choked, I can't. That's fucking. I mean,
visionary.
that's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because if anything happens, I'm going to jail. I looked it up. People die
If she regrets-
from a heart attack after, and she likes it hardcore.
Most people don't research choking before they do it.
I know I've already done it, but then I was thinking like she likes to go to the point of passing out, and I'm like, I'm fucking nervous. So I looked it up, and some dude was saying, not only is it bad, like you kill brain cells and all that, but people die from having a heart attack hours later. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to jail for this, and she wants this.
But how could they connect the two if she has a heart attack hours later?
No, because the guy was saying, the guy's a doctor or some shit. He was saying that a lot of times.
How could they connect it? Because when you choke somebody, the little blood vessels in your eyes pop.
Yeah, no, like the CO2. But he said the medical thing, like the CO2 builds up, and then it could release like a plaque, and you have a stroke in the neck.
That's
or there's like a bunch of different reasons.
How's that different than jiu-jitsu?
The problem is this.
Because choked out in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Because in jiu-jitsu, you usually don't have your hard cock inside of the person, and you just fucking send pictures of your cock to them over text.
I took a bunch of screenshots of her like asking to be choked and telling me I don't do it hard enough and shit like that.
That's child murder shit. That's
because
fucking A&E
I'm
shit.
hoping that'll get me out of any kind of trouble if something happens, but whatever, we'll see. I was gonna ask our lawyer friend to see if I could do a legal contract for the choking thing. I'm gonna have to do that because I don't know if I told you about the slap thing.
But
Did I tell you about the slap thing?
Now, if we're in court,
this is a great story.
A pre-coitus
I was just gonna
contract.
say the same thing. But right now in court, they can say later on, you were planning on murdering her, weren't you? Because
there's no reason for me to murder her. I'm banging her and I like banging her.
But you think this paper, Exhibit B, is...
Yeah, any lawyer could fucking talk around circles.
What
I'm saying,
normal
at least you got something.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you ever heard of a normal person asking for a pre-coital contract?
I'm super selfish.
Interrupt this.
Chicks like to be fisted or choked. Anything, if it's not beneficial to me, I don't care. I don't do it. Because I just like fucking, hey, suck my dick. I go home. I don't do it. I don't like it. The old bitch in Colombia wanted me to do it. I go, no, I'm not going to do it.
Disgusting.
And she was like,
I would have used her as a hand puppet just to prove a point. See if I
tried, and it was like I would have had to force it, and I go, no, I'm not into it. I'm not into it because I don't care.
A human hand puppet.
I don't care about your pleasure. If
you've got tiny hands, though, I don't think you'd pleasure her.
It was stretching. It was stretching it. Maybe I don't know how to like turn my hand or something to get it in there, but it was kind of like pushing the limit. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna vomit.
He was like a baby hand in a trunk.
I don't even care about her or whatever. For myself.
Yeah.
Completely, pretty much completely.
Fisting is gross.
If a chick's hot, I like eating her out, but that's where the end.
What's your line?
That's my line. What was the point I was going to tell you?
I don't know.
Are you hard?
guys are all over the place.
Go down your penis?
Oh, so one time there was a chick that I banged twice.
Pre-coital contract.
So I banged this chick twice. So she tells me one day, she's telling me about her boyfriend, her new boyfriend, and I'm angry.
That usually gets me harder.
I'm angry that she's like basically telling me she's not gonna bang me anymore or whatever. So I go, how much would it cost for you to shut the fuck up about your boyfriend? Did I tell you about this?
No, but that's awesome.
Did you see the video?
Was a regular chick?
Yeah, a regular chick.
I like what
so she goes
in Colombia or here?
She goes, fuck you, whatever.
Here.
And this girl's like from Hialeah or whatever. So
awesome.
She's like an idiot. So she goes, like close to Christmas or whatever. So I go, no, seriously, I'll give you $100 if I could slap you and you shut the fuck up. And she goes, oh, let's do it. I want to get a dress. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So she goes, oh, I want to do it. I want to get a dress or whatever. She's like, bro, right?
I told you, I know you're banging that chicken. I remember you told me no, and I'm like,
listen,
God, you're banging her, guy.
So she goes. So then I go, no, because I don't want to go to jail, and we already had a thing. I don't want any kind of issue. And you faggot, you fucking pussy. This is like on fucking.
Now she's
This is like on
trying
text.
to get you to slap her.
Yeah, because she wants $100.
My second thing, when I said you're banging her, you said no. I said you're gonna bang her.
But listen. So I go to her. I go, look, if I give you $100 fucking for nothing, it's gonna be I'm gonna slap you hard, like I could kill you with a slap. And she goes,
I saw because they videotaped it.
So she goes,
awesome. I want to see this.
Yeah.
So she goes, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just give me $100. This is the text, right? So then I tell I don't want to go to jail. And this bitch is crazy. And this is the type of bitch, hey, this guy slapped me. So I call hey, look at this girl. I told him the whole story. So some lawyer friend of ours.
Wow. Tell a story.
So then he goes, yeah, just get her to write it down and videotape her saying it's fine or whatever, and you should be fine. Fine. So we get her to do that, right? And then I go, she's like, oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck. In the video, she's like that.
Meanwhile,
I don't care.
Marched up people
I'm like,
for multiple life sentences.
here's 100. she's accepting the money, super happy, whatever. And then I go and I slap the fuck out of her. The video's genius. So then,
why haven't I
and
seen
she's
this
such a
video?
jammer.
And she's super shocked.
She's such a jammer.
She's super shocked.
She sent me the picture with the handprint on her face.
Awesome.
And with the $100, like, yeah, bitch. Like she got over on me, right? Like, I don't care. It was worth it. So I showed it to everybody. Like,
Do you have this video with you?
It might be on my computer or something like that, but I gotta find it. It's hard. But anyway, it's pretty hilarious. So I'm thinking that's the same type of thing for the choking, because I've choked a few girls before. Girls seem to like that, but not like this. This is a passing out level, eyes rolling back. I'm afraid. And I don't want to...
But why would you be afraid if you do this in jiu-jitsu and you know what...
Yeah, but
what would
a lot of times
choke
I'm
somebody out in
fucking
jiu-jitsu?
and she's there like this, and I don't know if she's unconscious or not, and if I let go, she gets mad because she was close to whatever. And
She was coming like a race.
yeah, and so when
That does work,
she's
though.
like this...
That does work, though.
Eyes roll back in her head.
Yeah.
Before I come, I always hold my breath.
And
Yeah.
I'm also...
Hey,
she's
it
got a
gets
very...
crazy.
For a long
The
time.
other thing is...
It's crazy.
I've almost given myself multiple heart attacks before. Look at my face. I've pushed the chick off and made it kill. Yeah, but
But the other thing is, like, her neck is so skinny. I'm used to choking fat fucking necks like ours that are used to it, and I know where the
Or like your
carotid
own.
is, like my own. But when you choke a skinny little bitch with a skinny little neck, it feels like it's gonna snap all the time. So I'm like, dude, this is gonna be bad. Look at that, guys. Supermodels versus fucking train wrecks. There's nothing but hot bitches on Trump's side. I'm just saying. There's a good pussy on Trump's side. Even that old bitch is hot.
But his son is pretty weaselly like him.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? When you're rich, you look like whatever.
Are you rich?
I don't have $4, guy. I have like $50 in my name. And I live with my parents. At 45 years old. I'm a fucking loser.
You're a loser if you're not having fun.
I'm having fun.
And then you're not losing.
I do not give a fuck. The debate is over. I think the podcast is getting close to being over.
Wonky, are you going to tell us a story?
Bill Clinton
Please.
isn't happy. There's all ugly people on that
Wonky,
side.
you dodged another podcast story. Nodcast. Tell a story.
no,
Got
my
one
feelings.
story.
Oh, no, my feelings.
Unbelievable.
You've done a
This
great
guy's
job.
unbelievable.
Tell us a story.
So let me tell you my story.
Ooh, wait. Tell us when you were living in California.
Yeah, we want to hear it. We want to hear all
I don't
about
take
it.
requests. We'll do that one on another podcast.
You're never gonna do it, guy. You've done 7
Podcast
podcasts,
100.
For
and you haven't
podcasts,
said
don't have to do
one
psych.
story.
You don't have to do psych guy voice.
Story.
When I was in 4th grade, I once walked
He
up
did
a
tell a fifth
flight
grade
of
story.
stairs, and then I tripped, and then something happened, and I'm 8 years old.
It was surreal.
I was 8 years old.
Come on, guy. Tell a real story as an adult.
You were doing good, and you're angry, bro.
Oh, I'm here to support you in your non-storytelling. You've lived a little bit of a life. Why don't you give us a glimpse?
Your lips look like a vagina.
My lips look like vagina.
They kind of do, though.
La la la. It's a nice vagina if it's like my lips.
Andy looks like he just had labiaplasty.
Whoa, guy! My lips are a 16-year-old vagina. He doesn't have any roast beef sticking out or any kind of weird hairs or anything. It's like freshly shaven. Oh, guys, no hair even. It's pretty nice.
Those
My
are
lips
my
are
favorite
my lips are
pictures.
jailbait. Jailbait
Those
pussy.
are my favorite pictures.
When they zoom in on my lips, sons of bitches.
Turn this sideways and then I'm gonna
I'm gonna start doing that. Look, I'm sideways. So let me tell a story and put myself out on a limb just to give Wonky a little bit of crank on his non-storytelling. So like around 20, 21 to 25, I don't know if I told the story the first podcast.
No idea.
A buddy of mine had the side of his house where the carport was. They closed and they made that his room. Did I tell the story? I don't want to
I don't think
repeat. So the guy was a super pussy hound, and we were going out all the time. I hate going out, but at that time we were going out all the time, bars and clubs and shit. So he had a wide-angle lens back when the the recorders were huge things that went on your shoulder, right? This is 90, and he put it in a corner of his room, and it got the whole room. And it was a pretty big room. He had a bed and a sofa, and then he had a little on the side. He had a little like twin bed, so we would go there and just go crazy. And
you and your friend?
He would leave it open. No. Like 10 guys would go randomly at different times, whenever, and just fuck there. Even when he was there sleeping.
Got it.
We would have
so it
video.
was like a community bed, and you.
It was his bed, and we were supposed to not go on the bed, but sometimes people would go on the bed and.
Sometimes, meaning every time, I'm sure.
No. Like there was a couch, and most people fucked on the couch just to be on the video.
But that was like the fuck spot.
Yeah, it was a place to take chicks. If you hooked up with some skank and you wanted to fuck her, you go to this guy's house, and the door was open, and people would go, and then all you had to do was he had a pile of clothes in a corner. It was just there. It wasn't like it was dirty or clean or anything. It was just a pile of clothes, and it was up to about 3 feet next to the like a drawer fucking thing, a dresser, and it was at the same level. And then what he did was the camera was on there, and then he had a fire helmet on it. And all you had to do, because remember the things had the red light, and then the red light would be like, "Oh, you're filming me." So
to stop that exact thing,
we had a fire helmet there because at that time he was going to be a fireman. That was his idea. So he went into the military later. So then all you had to do when you got there, so what everybody would do was like take their clothes off by the dresser, then the chick would be back on the bed or on the couch, and the thing about that is back then the shitty cameras didn't get anything, but that wide angle got everything. It was in the corner, got everything. What?
So somewhere there's a videotape of a young penguin.
Not a videotape. What we did We had a whole line on his wall like that. I remember those when you did them on the lower quality, they were like 8 hours. Right. They were, imagine, some of those things were 10 minutes long. There were
motion pictures.
There were all these dudes, a lot of our friends. A lot. Anyway.
So you guys had a library of
chicks.
videos.
So this is the story. Let me finish. So what you would do is all you had to do, it was there and was on, and we had a fresh tape every day. It was pretty much just Friday and Saturday.
Fresh tape every day.
A fresh tape.
That was a busy spot.
What you did was you got there, and then what you did was real incognito. You turned up the visor on the fire helmet, and then the light was blocked by the top of the fire helmet, like the part that went here. And then you just press play right there, and then that's it. You left the fucking shield up.
You'd hit record.
Yeah, whatever. And then
Thank God there was no social media back then.
And then this gets to a bunch of funny stories. So then you would just go bang the chick, and then when you would leave, you just press stop. That's it. And then people would keep coming in, and then the tape, by the end of the night, the tape was full. Sometimes the chicks were there. The people would be there, and then other people would come in. It's a party. And it was a whole thing.
I think it's a
So it's a lot of funny shit would happen. So sometimes the place was full. Sometimes it was just a couple people. Sometimes funny shit happened. Sometimes a chick would go with another guy and leave some guy. Whoa. So then what we would do was we would do that. Whenever the tape was full or the record wouldn't go down, we would take out the tape, get a new tape, and then whatever. Sundays we would all meet at his house, eat breakfast there. His mom would make breakfast. Watch the tape and then go to the beach. That's our thing. And we would die laughing, watching everybody fuck and everybody be stupid and whatever. So that went on for 2 years. So we had this huge library and all this stuff. So then this guy tells us one day, he goes, "Oh, I got this chick. She's hot. I want to fuck her in the ass." For some reason, that was a big thing back then when you're 22, 23. So he goes and he starts fucking her. He's a huge guy. He's got kind of a big dick. And when he starts fucking her, the chick's not even doing anything.
Oh my God.
So we're laughing. We're like, "Guy, I think she's been to this rodeo before."
Thousands
and he's
of
like,
times.
"No, guy, it was a whole thing to work her up into it." Really?
She told me she's never done this before.
We're watching the video and she's not even flinching. Well, that same chick noticed that he clicked it on or the light was on and she saw it and her mom was the DA or some shit at the time and freaked the fuck out. And some of these people were maybe law enforcement. So everybody had a fucking meltdown and we fucking pulled all the tape out. We did a little fire and we fucking burned all the tape.
Wow.
So this is 2 years of that. So we had, I don't know how many tapes. It had to be 50 fucking tapes. And we had a little shelf and they were all like that. And then they said, like, you know, baseball or some shit on them. So then I was telling people about it, and then I was living in a house that was like a 5-bedroom house that a guy would rented out all the rooms. One guy. So then I was telling the guys in there, and those guys always had chicks, and they had parties in the house, and then I was telling them about the videotaping and all that. But this is years later. The cameras are getting smaller and whatever, and then it's people are like, oh, we should do that. It's funny, whatever. So the first guy, he's always hooking up with chicks, but then I noticed like he would never really like keep a chick. Like for me, I'm like the worst. I'm like I fall in love, and the chick is there forever, and it's years, and I gotta break up with her. This guy would like meet up with a hot chick, and it should be like gone day 1, day 2, day 3.
He's a visionary.
No, but like they're so hot. Like I would think, like, boy, I would keep that chick.
Right, but he's thinking about
it's
the
not
next
like
one.
the chick is like a 5 or a 6. Yeah, that's what everybody was thinking. But then when he goes to do because everybody kind of did a video, did it, but at a low level compared to what we did before was craziness. This guy does the video. He's a big guy, like he's muscular. He looks like more muscular than our friend Mr. R. We know who we're talking about. Mr. R is kind of big.
The
more
Canadian
puffy,
guy.
More puffy. Yeah, the guy who likes Canadian. More puffy, like more like a big guy. Like you'd say, like, wow, that guy's fucking really lifting weights or doing roids or whatever. So the guy goes and bangs a chick. He's on the video, and then that guy has like the smallest dick ever.
That's awesome.
The funniest fucking thing. Anyway, that's my big story.
It's a lot of buildup.
No.
I just thought it was very funny that guy.
If you have a miniature cock and you're sticking it on a bunch of chicks, you still win.
But that's why the
If you
chicks
have
were
the
leaving.
mammoth cock,
That's
they
why the
only
chicks were
have
leaving.
One chick can take it.
But that's why
okay, that's different.
the chicks were leaving, because I thought maybe he didn't give a fuck, or he was
right,
just
right.
he liked to pick up chicks and all that. But the thing is, the guy has such a nothing dick that the chicks were
But
fucking
see,
out of
that's
there.
why I say it's better. A chick has to have a little gimmick. That's what I was talking about, a gimmick. Because if not, if you're a basic bitch,
What
But
does
you're
that
saying
mean?
that the guy has to have a gimmick too.
girl has to have a
But like this guy didn't have
Explain
a
that
gimmick.
in more detail. The gimmick thing.
that a chick. It goes back to the basic bitch principles. That somebody came up with that name. I don't know. It was pretty genius. That a chick has to have something that differentiates her from the
Yeah.
other chicks. Don't you think?
Right.
To make the cock extra hard. No, whatever.
No. It's always better to have a lot of stuff, a lot of different tricks, not just one.
But it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Makes the cock harder. You want to fuck more.
Right, but if you're not into the chick, period, then you're not going to be into her. If she's got, it doesn't have to be a gimmick. It just has to
But
be
you know
whatever
what I
you're
mean.
into.
You know what I mean. Not a gimmick like, hey,
Like
she
a
has that
special
one
move.
trick.
She got that
has
special
one
move.
trick. Yeah. She can make shit disappear. Usually your money from your wallet. You know what I'm talking about, gimmick.
Yeah. All right.
You guys both know this? What's the gimmick that you guys share?
No, I'm just saying.
You just said you know what I mean by a gimmick.
I said
So
I know
Andy,
what I mean, not what.
That's why Laz doesn't understand me liking a little troll. I like that troll because
Which
she
troll?
fucks awesome in
Is this a
Colombia.
troll in Colombia?
There's a little troll in Colombia that I like. And then he's like, wow,
bed
you're
troll.
a fucking
She's a
idiot.
bed troll.
Dude, she fucks so good. It's awesome. And then we would get a bunch of different bitches, and they're doing frenos, and they're fucking annoying the fuck out of
Regular
me with their
chicks.
attitude. Whores and regular chicks, both. They're annoying, and they don't let you fuck the way I like to fuck. And this chick is like awesome, and she doesn't.
so you're
give
trying
a-
to spoon and they're like pushing you away.
not spoon, but I like to fuck hard, and then I like the chick to ride like crazy, and that little chick does all that
Yeah,
perfect.
be a good
And
fuck.
she's there
Be a
like a
good
little,
fuck.
like a trained dog, like
Be a
looking
good
at me, waiting for fucking orders and asking permission to go back. That's awesome.
That is pretty good.
I like that. The other chicks, I don't like your tattoos. Frenos.
Mo likes the
fuck out of
arguing,
here, bro.
the arguing, and then me.
No, he doesn't.
If she feels up to it and the fucking stars align and the bitch had their fucking
No, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Wait, Mo, what's wrong? What's wrong? No, nothing. No, tell me, what's wrong? No, baby, nothing.
He wants.
I want you to yell at me more.
He wants the aggressor.
You're being too nice to me.
But you see this? This is what how everybody thought of the debate. There shouldn't be women in that debate, in that discussion. Why? Because women are women. They're not meant for this.
That
They're
is
meant
pretty
to
female-ish.
cook. They're meant to cook and clean and take care of children. They're not meant to talk about politics. They're not built for it. You know what politics is? Hey, Wonky, look, we're going to trade. And if anything goes wrong, we're going to fight to the death our countries. And if you win, you're in control of both countries. And if I win, I'm in control of both countries.
No, if you win, I was wrong.
If there's a chick talking to you, she's going to be like a chick. And if you're rough with her, you're going to run her over. That's always going to be like that. It don't matter how much power you give them and they think that they're regular people.
What
They're
about
not
that
regular
guy?
people. It doesn't matter.
That guy is a fucking
Men are feminized in the United States.
That guy is too. Look at that guy, dude.
Men are feminized. Look at these faggots, these fat fucks with 80% body fat. The point that you're
why are you
even
looking in the
talking
mirror,
to a
Andy?
chick. Wow. If you're even talking to a woman, like if her opinion matters, that's the problem
Your
right there.
opinion doesn't?
No, any
No, I'm
man.
saying if you're talking to
Any man.
Well, I
Look at that
understand what
bitch
you're
with the
saying.
pink hair. I mean, really, bro, really. She can't. She's dying to get in there with her pig nose.
Well,
Nobody cares about your opinion. You're a dumb bitch who rides the bus to fucking your secretary job. Nobody cares.
I understand what you're saying, and I sort of liken it to talking to my kids. Like, I don't ask my kids, what do you want to eat? I just say,
Yeah.
this is what I'm making,
Yeah,
and this
same
is
thing.
what's for dinner.
Same thing.
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah.
Like,
So I'm
this
not
is- this is
saying
the way
they
it's-
can't get a job, and I'm not saying I'm serious. I'm not joking.
Tell me,
I know,
tell me today
I know
what you would
people-
like, or what
I know-
you
no,
like,
no.
and
I know
maybe I'll get
people
it
will be
for
like,
you.
"Oh, this guy's an asshole. That's crazy." It's not crazy. This is how all societies have worked forever, because that's what women are. The thing is not you can't have a job. The thing is you can't have a job where the thing is serious. You can like work at fucking Best Buy, or you can work at fucking like Subway. But
What
when
if,
you
but
have
what if
to,
she's smart? What if she's
What if
into
she-
this stuff?
Wait a second. What if she wants to go to Quiznos?
if you want to work at Quiznos, it's fine. If you want to work
Look at you.
at like in the military, no. There's no.
You're wrong,
You know
girl.
what?
You're wrong.
All this like you said, the video and whatever. It's not the video. It's not one article here and there, whatever. I saw a thing on the internet the other day, and it was 4 women from the military, the U.S. military, 1 civilian woman, and 1 guy that looked like a woman in a suit. This panel of American whatever, military whatever, they decided that the biggest threat to the United States was
Racism.
global warming. This is our military generals.
Nah.
They're a bunch of women
Nah.
and a faggot.
They didn't say global warming.
Global warming. There's people dying.
Yeah, but
there
listen,
are people
but listen,
cutting
but hold
heads
up a
off.
second.
There's Muslims killing people every
In their
day.
defense, women are always cold.
Women cannot make serious decisions about anything because they will always make the wrong. Like Hillary, they asked her, "Well, what would you do to stop the Muslim attacks?" And she said, "Oh, we have to work on gun control." It's the exact opposite of the right answer, which is the exact same thing as Obama, because Obama is a feminized leftist man making the same decision as a fucking retarded woman, which is you don't fight. You try to appease your opponent. Hey, Wonky, please don't beat me up. I'll give you $1 million. He's gonna beat you up again because he wants another $1 million, and it's easy. You'll just give it to him.
Yeah.
Or there's no fight there. If you fight back, Wonky might run away because you might fight back one day successfully,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to get hurt
Yeah.
or die, and he's not gonna get money out of it. That's the problem with allowing women to do anything serious. And it sounds terrible, but it's fucking true, and you can look it up. Just watch the video that I watched. Not that video. You can watch. You can look in any history books
So we do the whole
and see
podcast on
how many.
this?
This is similar. This is similar to the paleo thing, the argument. How many
I
vegan?
haven't heard this, but I want to hear it.
How many vegan societies have there been? I got a news
how do we
flash
jump
for you.
into
I don't know.
0. You know why? Because it doesn't work and you'll die. Why? How many feminist societies have there been? 0. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking work and you'll die. It can't be sustained. Because any group of guys will be like, hey, we run this shit now. And what are the women gonna do? I know
We're not cooking.
We're gonna throw a bunch of our tampons on you and fucking scream that you're a feminist, you're a misogynist. We'll just fucking kill you and rape you and take your daughters, and then we run the shit. And that's what's going to happen to the United States and to every Western country with the Muslims. And it's not because of the Muslims. It's just that they're the ones who are... They're keeping their women in check with the way it's supposed to be. And they're running shit. And they're aggressive. And we're little by little weakening guys, weakening the military, babying these fucking monkeys. Well, we could wipe them all out today if we wanted to. Right now. Gone. Hey, we're Muslims. We're just fucking gone. You're gone. That's the only way to survive. And you're still not going to survive because you have feminists and pussies.
Like, but you would literally, but you'd literally have to wipe out that entire section of.
No, you don't.
Of the world.
You could do this. I got a solution for this.
I say, what's wrong with that?
Hey, and he likes to talk. Stop.
I like it.
Okay.
But Wonky Damas,
wrong with
what
that?
would Wonky do? I want to get a
What's wrong
bracelet
with
that said
eliminating that part of the world?
WWJD.
What's wrong with that?
What would Wonky do? And then people say, "Oh, God, you're into Jesus?" I go, "No, Wonky."
Well, I mean, you'd end up having to kill a whole bunch of people who.
No. You don't have to.
Wait. No. But
Wait for the downside.
No. But you would end up killing a whole bunch of people who perhaps aren't like that.
I got the solution. You ready for the solution?
My bad. You say my bad after.
No, but then you take those people, and now those people hate you. Now those people want to attack you.
Hopefully Trump wins. But let's pretend that President Fuentes wins, which I couldn't survive. Because if you look at my internet porn, it's not gonna. I'm gonna lose. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Hey, world, check this out. You guys paying attention? This is Islam. They're just murdering gangsters, pieces of shit, totalitarian. This is just evidence throughout history.
Aren't there nice Muslims?
Sure
And look at the rules. Look at the rules in the Quran, the Sarah, the Hadith. These are little books on how to live your life.
Right, but you look at
nobody does that. But nobody does that.
But you look at any book in
the
Bible.
When was the last time somebody killed somebody for Judaism?
Spare the rod and spoil your child.
When was the last time somebody did that for Christianity?
Spare the rod?
No, there's a lot of shit like that. Like even killed a guy who says something bad about God or Jesus or whatever. When was the last time somebody did that?
What do you mean?
When was the last time they did that? When was the last time they did that? A long time ago. They had a reformation and they stopped doing that.
Okay.
Because they said, hey, we can't do that in modern society. And that was like 1,000 years ago. Because that's fucking retarded monkey shit.
It's bad for business.
It's bad for business. Yeah. So guess what? The Muslims never did because they're not allowed to question it at all. So this is what you do. You go, look, these are the facts. You guys are fucking morons. You're following moronic shit. You either reform it completely, eliminate that violent rhetoric, or we're going to kill you tomorrow. Make a decision. Hang up the phone, and then you just sit there and you wait till midnight. And at 11:59, if they haven't called, red button.
It's actually
red button,
flip up the red
button,
the red button blocker.
And then look, bulldozers, all the mosques, not all the mosques left in every country. You cannot have a mosque. You cannot preach Islam. You cannot preach a violent rhetoric that says to kill. And we're going to kill you. We're going to go to your house and actually kill you because you're a threat to peace and space. Oh, but we're the good Muslims. There's no such thing, and we've come to this thing. You guys didn't want to reform. We gave you a day to think about it, and now you're gone.
We gave you 12 hours.
This exact same thing happened in, I think it was Indonesia or whatever it was. They have a massive Muslim problem. The people are Buddhist. Well, guess what they do? That same thing they do everywhere else. They move in. They start fucking getting a little group. They start being annoying. They start harassing people. They start beating and raping people. And then they go around and they kill anybody who says anything negative about Islam, to the point that Buddhists have to go and murder Muslims in the street. Why? Because they're murdering you, and they're trying to take over your country. They're actually doing that, which they do everywhere that they go. It's the same plan. So when you anger Buddhists who don't give a fuck, they're the sweetest, nicest people on the planet, you're wrong. And you deserve to die.
And you deserve to burn in hell.
Yeah, it's true. If you piss off a Buddhist to the point that they go to kill you, which is against their whole thing, you deserve it. And there's no arguing that. There isn't. You're wrong.
But what if you had to answer for all the shitty stuff that
to who, guy? I don't believe in bullshit God.
That Hillary does.
What do you mean, Hillary?
Let's say you've got let's say the Germans decide we don't like what Hillary does.
That's more.
And now-
That's more. of a Russian
that's
accent.
different. I know what he's saying. He's saying, "Oh, the Americans kill this and the Americans kill that." So what?
We have bigger guns.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, and
We
what?
don't
And what?
have the playbook that says kill people because they're not Muslims or atheists or American or Christian or whatever.
We're indiscriminate killers.
We do it for whatever fucking reasons we do it, and in general, this is a better thing to live under than Islam and Sharia law.
You could either be happy or be dead.
Exactly, exactly. There is no winning that argument. They try
what do you
to
think about it?
demonize the Crusades, which is hilarious. The first crusade was after 700 years of constant attacks. They basically took over Spain. They were starting to take over Portugal and Italy. In addition to that, they took over Constantinople. They kicked everybody out
love
of
that
Jerusalem.
song. I love that song.
They kicked everybody out of Jerusalem. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't call it Turkey. They were moving forward through Turkey. What is Turkey now? And then they hey, what the fuck is happening? They noticed it. This is not, they don't have the internet. They don't have fucking satellites. They noticed like these fucking people are lunatics. They're all over the place. Anywhere they go, they're constantly attacking ships. They're constantly attacking little islands. They're just garbage. They go anywhere they go, they're just murdering everybody. The same thing they do today because they have the same playbook. They did it back then, and then they said, okay, we'll mass this army. They organized, and they fucking went, and they wiped the floor with them because they're a bunch of bitches. So guess what happened? When they felt any resistance, they fell back, and they fucking collapsed.
So what do you think most of the terrorists
It kicked them out of Europe,
right?
because their playbook says to kill, and
Yes.
they have a thing for this, to go there, friendly, and then they fucking little by little, the more
But
numbers,
it's also
and
lone
at
wolves.
some
It's also
point,
lone wolves
no,
too, no?
at
Both?
some point, there's too many, and you lose that place. Because there's too many and they will fucking kill you. And so anybody who says, they're fucking good Muslims or there's a lone wolf, you don't understand the big pattern, the big picture, and
I say
they're
be-
coming
be good- be good
down
somewhere
the
else.
pipe.
But if you push people hard
Did you
enough,
just
they're
blow dry your
gonna
hair?
no.
Okay.
It looks like a Hollywood stylist came in here and fixed it up just for this point.
Awesome.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
But
Wongy's so jealous.
if you
Wongy's looking at you like, bro, I could
didn't
have
even think
just
of that.
10% of it right here. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but
need
I'm
all
saying-
that.
Yeah, but
Look
look,
at that. He has like
going-
6 inches of hair.
Going
Wonky
from
only
the-
needs like
it's
half
8
an
inches,
inch.
Yeah, but going from the 8 inches from the top, when I'm looking from the top down, it's like, chung, chung, yeah, and then I look at the face and I'm like, okay.
Wongy's pretending right now it doesn't bother him, but like when we leave, he's gonna be
I'm glad this
he's gonna be
table's
punching
between
the pillow
us.
with tears.
I'm not gonna sleep.
Fucking bald. Fucking bald.
not
I
gonna
can't do
sleep.
anything about it.
I'm not gonna sleep.
I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
Still, just remember your roster. Your roster destroys
what I'm saying.
our roster.
That wins.
And my roster has a lot of hookers on it.
We're talking about the Muslims.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Worst people on the planet.
No.
Worst.
About the terrorists.
It's not even a religion, really. It's a evil
It's a terrorist organization.
totalitarian ideology. That's what it is. It's just pure evil. It's ridiculous that
I
anyone
agree.
tries to defend it at all. It's ridiculous. When you have in your books to murder people, I mean, that's not a religion, and it should be not allowed to
It
be a
isn't.
religion.
It's a playbook for killing.
It shouldn't be allowed to have a house of worship in the United States. It shouldn't be allowed to be, not just that you get a tax fucking thing like a regular religion. Zero. You cannot have a mosque. You cannot have a place of schooling for that, to preach that ridiculousness. There's a million things wrong with it, but that's the main thing that's wrong with it. Go ahead. Let me hear your leftist bullshit on
I
this.
don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Something that was
This is
not
wrong.
true or fake or
Guy,
wrong.
you're wrong.
Or you're wrong, guy.
You
There's-
forgot your whole argument?
There's really no arguing about it.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
So he's right. And he wins.
What's great is the Pope came out and said something about how Donald Trump, when he said the thing about the wall, when he first said it, he said, "Oh, that's ridiculous. We should be loving to all people," whatever the fuck, right? And then some geniuses on the internet, they're like, you know that there's like a fucking 60-foot wall surrounding the
Around the
Vatican.
Vatican.
You know why? Muslim invaders.
Yeah.
Oh, we had to keep them out. I wonder why. Oh, because they wanted to kill you. And they went there and they tried to kill you. When you had the 10-foot wall, they went right over the wall. And then you made it 20 feet and they went right over the wall. And so we had to move it up to like 40 or 50 feet
That's
so that
funny.
the ladder wouldn't get up there. Oh, wow. And then he said,
they can't throw bodies over.
and then he also said horrible shit about guns, trying to like follow the program because the guy's a faggot like everybody else. Well, guess what the basement of the Vatican looks like? There's a million guns down there.
Yeah.
I wonder why. For the same fucking reason, guy.
Yeah.
You have to defend yourself from fucking monkeys who are going to attack you for dumbness. Why? Because on the basic idea,
Israel.
it's either me or
Israel.
you. It's me or you.
Israel.
What about Israel?
They have basically a wall around the whole place too, because they want to try to survive.
Yeah, they're going to be killed if they don't. Different people have run Jerusalem
Yeah.
since the beginning. Guess what happens when the Muslims run it? They don't let anybody else in. Guess what happens when we run it, the Christians or the Jews run it? They let everybody in. You gotta talk into the microphone. It's so weird. They let everybody in. It's so weird. It's so weird. Why do we allow these people to exist? So I've had like knockdown, drag out internet wars
So what
with
do you-
people, and they're like, go
Oh, that's
crazy.
you?
Oh, you're calling me evil?
They're all with Mo.
Oh, you're calling
They're all Mo.
my family evil? They're doctors and they're lawyers. And then, like, do you believe in Sharia law? No, but you said this. No, why don't you answer the question? Why don't you tell a story? This is the same thing. They never answer the question. Answer that question. They'll kill you for saying you don't believe in it. So
That's
they're never
crazy.
going to answer that question.
They'll kill you for saying that you don't believe in
anything
Sharia
negative
law.
about Islam.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you say I don't believe in this,
Anything,
I don't
anything,
believe in
anything.
Muhammad. If you say, hey, are you following Muhammad's example? That's your job. That guy was a giant piece of shit.
No, but you didn't have to go that far. Any little deviation is death.
Exactly.
Anything that's
And,
not exactly
you
to
know,
the word.
I don't like Obama, but Obama actually said that Islam needs to be reformed, and just that's death penalty in Islam.
Guy, they kill
So
women for no reason.
People will say, and I used to say, like that Obama's like a mole and he's a Muslim and all this stuff. And I still think it's true, but he did say that. And that's a big thing because they'll kill you for that. They'll kill you for anything because it's in the book. Like if you're not Muslim, they could just kill you.
And
They
hate
could just
you.
make
And
shit
they
up.
hate you.
They could just make shit up.
Yeah.
But for any little reason. But when you say something like that about them,
That's the reason.
that's their reason.
Yeah.
And he said that, which is true. If you reform Islam, hey, who gives a... I don't care that people are some weird religion. I don't care if you think about whatever. It's not like I'm some angry
All
guy.
religions are weird as fuck.
Yeah, but when you're actually killing people and every day they kill people, not a day goes by. Not a day goes by that they don't kill somebody somewhere. And nowadays it's becoming every day in the West. And the media bends over backwards to not show it. They're killing you in front of your eyes every single day. Every mall shooting. That bitch is hot. I don't give a fuck.
Melania?
That bitch is hot.
She's pretty hot.
If she could just not talk, she's pretty fucking hot. Look at her whore mouth. I wonder if that guy even fucks anymore. 70? He can't get hard. No way.
He's 70?
He's 70 something,
He
right?
doesn't look a day over 85.
I wonder if he can get hard. I doubt it, right?
Does it
What do you think?
matter?
It does to
He
me.
gets hard when he talks figures. Yeah, she is hot.
The day I can't get hard, things are going to change. I'm just going to go on a
All
murdering
reviews,
spree.
look, the day he can't get hard, everything he just said.
I'm going to
the
go on a
opposite.
murdering spree.
Go the opposite. A lot of people do that.
I'm probably going to do it. I don't know. What else? What is there to live for?
I don't know.
That's the only good thing.
Watch some TV.
Chill out.
Bang chicks.
Xbox.
Smoke some
Eat some
weed.
food.
I'm going to say this. What about...
I'm going to do
listen,
my own podcast where I don't tell stories. I just sit there and make little quips.
That's a serious question. If you can't bang anymore, would you give a fuck if you win in jiu-jitsu or lose?
No, that's what I'm saying. What is there?
Would you or no?
I think it kills
Say
your
that
whole
again?
life.
Listen,
you
you
can't
fucking hippie.
bang?
Listen,
I think it kills your whole life.
That if you can't bang, do you think you give a fuck if you get subbed by every guy in the gym?
Maybe it makes you hard if you get
No, maybe
subbed.
not.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Who knows, right?
I have a hamster bladder.
It's
I
like
have to excuse
a
myself.
primal thing. Like
Yeah.
I own this guy. I own this guy. I own this guy.
about own.
So I'm checking out his chick
That's the
as
first-
I'm choking him out.
I'm winking at her.
And what? Were you gonna fight me?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? This is what's gonna happen. This is a little window into what's gonna happen.
This is what could happen.
Yeah. Okay. What about if you become impotent? Would you give a fuck if your wife bangs somebody else? If she says, you know what, you can't fuck me, and really the fingering, I'm already bored of it. I'm not a fucking bowling ball. What would you do? What would you do?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I think
you know
it wouldn't
what? Go
bother
fuck.
me. Yeah.
Go fuck.
I don't think it would bother me.
Be like the wind. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's sort of like
it's
like
not bothering me now, so why would
right. Like it's not affecting you at all, unless she gets, she gets all
fucked really good.
uppity. Why can't you do this? This other guy does this.
No, I just want to say right now that if he can't get it hard, would he be okay? Would anybody be okay with letting their significant other bang other people?
It's not okay.
So
It's never gonna be okay. Why would you pay for other people to fuck your chick?
Who said to pay? She doesn't have to. Usually, they're not gonna have to pay.
You're not doing it.
I'm not banging her.
You
can't.
So I don't understand.
Come again?
I'm not coming because I can't come.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
If you can't get it up, do you mind if your chick gets her needs met?
Nobody's getting nothing on me, son.
Sounds legit.
I'm not getting a chick. There's no chicks. There's just I love it.
So what? Say it again. Come again.
I don't know. I'm out. Once I can't fuck, I'm out. I'm flying out of a plane face first. There's nothing left to do. Why would you do it?
I can't wait.
It's
about 10 years. It's about 10 years.
Nah, but after you can fuck, there's always golf. It's always golf.
I'm not.
No.
Mr. G said that it's over. Hillary is going to run away with it. He must have watched the thing that we wiped our ass with, and said that Hillary destroyed this guy. That's what he said. Seriously, this is not even a joke. I don't care if the law gets this in their hands. If they outlaw guns and they come to my house, I'm going out in a blaze of glory. They're not taking. I don't care if the SWAT team comes and the military and they throw canisters at my parents. I don't give a fuck. I'm going with the AK.
Listen,
I'm dying.
Everybody thinks
I'm dying.
Andres,
I'm dying before I give them.
There's
I'm
some
not
people
giving
here
it
to
up.
see you.
I'm not giving it up.
There's some people.
I'm shooting through my mom.
Like Red Dawn, and they usually go down right away.
Nah, yeah. First bullet. They're just out. I'm not doing it.
Beaver pelts waiting?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll get a boat and I'll just fucking run around the boat shooting everybody. I'm not doing it. I'm going down. So this thing is not just Hillary winning or whatever. If they come like that, everybody's going out.
Is that even possible though?
What do you mean? They've done it everywhere. There's only 2 countries with guns.
Of course it's possible.
Yeah?
They've done it everywhere. They make the law tomorrow and then everybody's a fucking felon. You're officially a felon.
Remember, a lot of people are cowards.
You have one day to turn in your gun or whatever. Yeah. And they did it in Australia and they did it in England. And they did it everywhere else
Did they have
too.
guns like us? Because
Yeah.
everybody here's got fucking guns.
Yes.
Yeah?
They did it. In the 80s in England.
Got guns, dog.
In the 80s they did it in England.
Don't
And
even
in
try
the
it,
90s
nigga.
in the 90s they did it in Australia. And they've been wanting to do it here. There's more of these fucking scumbags, which are communists and socialists. This big government pieces of shit. We have such a horrible country that people keep coming in here by the fucking millions every year. It's so terrible and we need to improve this and that. Oh, why do people keep coming here? And capitalism's such a piece of shit. Why do they keep coming here?
My thing is...
the healthcare system's such a piece of shit that we have to overhaul with Obamacare. If it's the best one in the world, then why do we even have to change this thing?
My thing is, why should we let them in? Why not let them fix their own country?
None of that fucking matters. What matters is these stupid idiots are using it as a ploy to get more voters for to win the election. That's what it's for.
As in, okay, alluding to what you said before
That's the truth. That's
immigrants
why they
voting
do
Democrat,
it.
and then
80% when they first come in the first few years vote Democrat, and that's what they want because they help them the most, and they help them with the social fucking welfare. And this is because of women. The whole point of the whole thing.
And why would they turn? You're saying that the first couple of years they vote Democrat.
They turn because then they get something to lose, and then they want to have, once they get a job, they have to pay more taxes, and then some of them start to go, it's better not to pay so much taxes. And anybody who starts to get anything, get any land, get any fucking house, get a good job, and start to pay anything, those people are not going to vote Democrat anymore. At least not 80%, maybe 50-50, and then they're no use to the Democrats anymore. But they want constantly to bring in more and more immigrants because that'll keep them in power. And they don't care if they destroy the country as long as they stay in power at the next election or whatever. They're professional politicians. They're not looking out for what's the best thing. And so the easiest solution to this is to have a term limit of 1 term at every level. But they're never going to pass that because these people love to be in Washington and they're never going to vote for that. But that's the solution to that. But that's one problem. I can't fix everything.
So with 1 term limit, then people would get into
back to work,
and you'd have to
at some point. Right, if you don't move on and become the next one,
you'd be senator for 4 years and then go back to doing whatever it was that you were doing.
If you didn't move up to the next level, you're out of politics forever. Right. And you wouldn't be owned and bought by all these. You would still be, but on a 4-year basis, not an 80-year basis. Like a lot of these motherfuckers, they never had a job like John McCain and all these people, even though he was in the military. A lot of these pieces of shit have been 30 years in the Senate. They don't even work. They don't know what to work. I knew this fucking piece of shit, and when he lost, he's a lawyer, and when he lost out whatever he was in the state here, Senate, he's like, oh, fuck, I got to go back to work. That guy's not joking. That's his real thought. He's like, I have to go be a real regular person instead of being up there going to parties. And this is the state. This is nothing compared to but the real Congress, being a big-time fucking person and being there forever. This guy had a little run, and then he had to go
spending
back to
most
work.
of your time
you have to go back to
money.
work. You're not going to make the same decisions. You're going to wipe your ass with regular people. You're just there like a god. That's a problem. It's not a system that works out. So the term limit, 1 term at every level of government. You don't move up,
unless you change your job.
You don't move up, you can't go back down and
you can't
serve
go down?
anything, no. So if you're like a school board guy, and then you go to whatever is above a school board guy, and you lose, you can't go back.
So you need like
down
a clear
to
definition
fucking
of
dog catcher or
the
whatever
direction
it is.
that you go in.
Yeah. You can only go up. You don't go up, you don't make it, you're
hierarchy.
out. Yeah. So you could still be a career guy, but you got to be a winner and we'll keep winning. Which might have its own problems, but this is my idea for now.
You got to keep winning, but not at the same job.
Right. You got to keep moving up to whatever the next level is. This is my idea. It's stupid, but I didn't put much thought into it. Like my statistics.
What do you think about that,
Ed?
Yes. Yes.
I used to love that show.
I'm the great Karnak.
That was a great show. Those guys are geniuses.
They did whatever the fuck they wanted to. Ed went on to scam millions in Publishers Clearinghouse.
Go see that Johnny.
Oh my God.
What's his name? Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson guy was fucking epic.
Yes.
You know, I was a kid in the 70s, but I'm really jealous.
You like 7 marriages.
Yeah, I'm really jealous about the guys that were stars. Really anybody in the 70s, because that was pre-AIDS, and that pussy, they were unshaven. I come like a racehorse when a girl has a lot of hair. Like a show pony.
Pre-AIDS and pre-paternal testing.
Oh. And chicks were not...
Pre-internet.
Pre-feminism.
Pre-coming was more.
Oh my God, it was so good. It must have been so good.
Hey, you can always move to Colombia.
If I had any money, I'd just move down there. You know what? I've gotten to the point talking to all these bitches.
One of my brothers is on the boat with you. You know that, right? One of my brothers only exclusively dates Colombians.
He's smart.
He's like 53. You know how old
He's
his
smart.
girlfriend is?
He's a genius.
You know how old his girlfriend is?
20.
22.
I have another rule, which I'm breaking right now.
What the fuck do you talk about with a 22-year-old?
Who gives a fuck?
Okay, hold up. I got this one.
Who gives a fuck? Suck my dick.
Here's my dick. My dick. Meet the woman.
Hey, make me a sandwich. That's not even a joke. When people make that joke on the internet, make me a sandwich.
See, Bobby.
Suck my dick. I love this. That little chick is so awesome because she's always like, grab her hair. This is the greatest thing
love it.
ever. And she's always like, oh, I love hanging out with you. I don't do anything.
That's
Look,
the bonus.
fuck puppet. Fuck puppet.
So do you start thinking of like weirder stuff for her to do?
No, she's perfect.
Are you looking for the limit?
She's perfect, but I don't have any money. I can't go back. I'm not gonna go back. I don't think I'm gonna go again.
Why?
Because I'm broke. I got no money.
Take my ticket.
No, I didn't want to go. But she's like, if she was hotter, I'd just bring her here. But she's not that hot.
So?
You got pictures?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna show you. She's not that hot.
I want to see this.
You already seen her.
I haven't seen this.
She's not that hot. But don't get me wrong, she is hot, but she's not that hot.
I won't ever do whatever you want. That's what I say.
I mean, the gig would be...
Another beer?
No, I'm good. The gig would be to have a job here, like over the internet, and just live over there.
Yeah, all my friends that have a job with a pension, that would be the gig.
Yes.
If you're getting whatever it is you get for a pension, you could live down there like a king in a Mac fucking house. Because it's like basically a third of what you get down here. But when you have money, when you have like normal people money here...
Less.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you have normal people money here, you're super rich over there. Because when we go, and I'm broke, I'm rich down there. So anybody with like a little bit of money down there, you're blown the fuck up. You're like...
Yeah, it's like I've got family in Venezuela, or my wife's family in Venezuela. Like, they don't want to fucking leave Venezuela because over there they're somebody.
Kids.
Over here they're fucking nobody.
No, they're broke.
But over there
fuck.
it's like,
I'm
fucking ballers. You should do it, Andy.
No, I mean,
in Colombia you could.
But I've gotten to the point.
In Colombia you could live always pretty much like a king for like a month
for only 25 cents a day.
Pretty much. Nah, like I don't know, $2,000 a month.
Oh yeah,
you live like a king.
Easy.
King.
Easy. Because like a 1-bedroom decent apartment, or it depends on what you're talking about, is like not even. It's like not even like $500.
The people that I know some people that have a little small farm.
Like a nice normal
They have
apartment.
a small little farm. I'm talking about a couple acres on top of the hill, on top of the mountains that surround Medellin. It's like a 15-minute drive. $400 a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You could find shit like that all over the place. But it depends what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. No, and you could go crazy and spend a lot of
You
money.
could get a chick and just eat dinner with her and be balling like that for 2 G's. But if you're gonna be getting hookers and shit, you're gonna wipe out that money quick,
Of course.
right? Real quick. But there's girls there like dying. Like our lawyer friend, he put me on Colombian Cutie before I went down, and I never went on.
What's Colombian Cutie?
It's like a dating site for Colombian chicks for foreigners,
Here?
basically Americans. Yeah.
For girls in Colombia?
In Colombia,
Got
right.
it.
So I never went on it because I didn't listen to him, but he's right because I've gotten at least 500 emails, at least. And he put he just went like this and took a picture of me. It's a horrible picture of me. Pretty much all pictures of me are not good, but once in a blue moon I come out looking decent. But it was not a good picture, and it's the constant girls.
No shit.
Constant. And then now, because of going down there and talking to these chicks like almost every day on the fucking WhatsApp, I could pretty much rap and talk in Spanish and live a life like that. Because before I hated it, talking to chicks in Spanish, it was annoying. But now I'm comfortable. I'm totally fine. And the best thing about them is there's no like deep conversation. There's just like, hey, we're going here and you suck my dick. So it's an easy thing. Yeah, anybody can do that.
Yeah, I don't know why you're still here.
Because I don't have any money, guy. If I had money, I would fucking.
So if you were to move
do
to
a lot of
Colombia now, what would
stuff
you
that
do?
I can't do.
What would you? What would you do for work in Colombia?
How much money? Well, that's the thing. I don't want to be working down there.
What do people do?
It's a regular fucking. It's like being in Miami, dude. It's the same fucking thing. It's just a little dirtier. The roads are a little messed up. The pollution's worse. But other than that, everything's the same. Chicks are hot as fuck.
Yes.
They're a little more broken. That's it. It's basically Miami, just in Spanish. And it's like Denver. It's like a cold mountain town. It's not hot. That's it.
There's no negatives there.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Like the first time we went, Zal said, all right, the first place we're going to go is a little sketchy, but it's just one night. If you don't like it, we'll leave. And then we'll go to a nicer place. And when we went there, I go, dude, it's not bad at all. I'm fine here. Especially with the amount of money we're going to save. He's like, oh, okay. Well, then we'll just stay here because we're going to go to a nicer place for you. And I go, dude, I'm good right here. What? $10, 20, 15, 20 bucks a bang a 7? I'm good with that. I could be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you should just save up like a nest egg and invest it over here and then ship the money down south.
Well, I got my kids. If I didn't have kids, things would be different. If I had,
Of course.
a fucking, what's that called? When you retire.
A trust fund.
No, when you retire, a trust fund, forget it.
Retirement?
No, a monthly fucking
I think you said
stipend.
Condescending.
No, what's it called when you get a fucking
Alimony.
No, when you get like a
401k?
monthly fucking thing from working.
Residuals.
Dividends?
A check.
Yeah, but it's from their fucking like work, like fucking
A
I
paycheck?
don't know.
A retirement.
Yeah, like your retirement from whatever.
Pension?
Pension. If I had a pension, bro. Like some of my friends, it's gonna be whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
so
much.
you've
Holy
paid
fuck.
into it and now you're just getting free
Holy
money.
Shit. I retire and be over there just banging till my dick didn't work. When does that happen? When does your dick die?
I don't know. I don't think it does.
Of course.
Really?
Nah, it's gotta die.
Of course. There's people walking around with dead dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't use it.
Nah. Okay, when does your dick die?
And I think if you keep using it, it doesn't go away.
What age?
Use it or lose it?
When
Yeah, of course.
does dick die?
Is that wishful
Nah.
thinking?
No, that
No
was
way.
that was the advice.
No,
that
no
was the
way.
one bit of
Dick.
advice that Laz's dad gave him. Don't you remember?
That's awesome.
Said use it or lose it.
Well, that is a good point since I've fucking been jerking off like a madman my whole life. And it's still not being 15. Let's see if this works. Penis, age, size, and I already hate WebMD, but let's give it a shot. It's better than bodybuilding.com. Bro, please.
I think it's time to call it.
Wait. What the fuck?
All right, Andy's going to give us one last bit of advice.
It's not me, it's
one
Google.
last bit of knowledge regarding when his penis is gonna die.
I just want to know when my dick's gonna die. Life cycle of a penis. I like it.
Life cycle of a penis.
Studies show that
It's
between the
a
ages of
circle.
40 and 70. Studies show that between the ages of 40 and 70, I'm dead because I'm already 45.
40 and 70?
The percentage of potent men falls from 60 to roughly 30%.
What?
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 Men also experience a gradual decline in urinary, whatever. But around age 30 for most guys into middle age and until the changes include appearance, the head of the penis gradually loses purplish color, blood flow, penis size, weight gain.
But, does that have to do with health?
This guy's reaching
for real.
Your dick's been dead for years.
Shrinkage and
I can't see that. That doesn't make sense.
Size as you get older.
40 to 70, and it's 35% that are still rocking.
What causes penis?
Rock out with your cock. Most people, so 30% are still rocking with their cocks in or out.
This process known as arthrosclerosis.
30% are still active, according to that.
So
If I read that
basically,
right.
only one of us here is going to be banging.
So this is wonderful news. Your dick is smaller, not as hard, and the head doesn't get as big. Awesome. This is all
You
awesome.
really read that article.
This is all awesome. This is all very scary. Courage explains the mechanism, gradual buildup of relatively inelastic.
Does it turn blue or purple?
Erections occur when these chambers flow blood. Okay, I'm going to jerk off every day 6 times a day. Speed and changes. So starting around age 40, the testicles definitely begin to shrink. I'm dead because my balls are already small to begin with. The testicles.
Is this from lack of use or just from age?
No, it's just going to happen.
I'll tell you this,
Penile
the more you fuck, the better it works.
If penile
It's like any muscle, I would think.
Unevenly, the penis can become curved.
And that's when you get prostate cancer, apparently.
Sensitivity.
When shit builds up.
The penis becomes less sensitive over time. Less sensitive over time. This can make it hard to achieve erection and to have an orgasm. Whether it renders orgasm less pleasurable is still an open question. Explicit changes will not ruin your erotic life.
I never seen Randy mumble. It's kind of funny. He's mumbling.
Declines in erectile function, libido, and ejaculatory function in men study, but only moderate decreases in sexual satisfaction. Older men may be less likely to perceive these declines as a problem and dissatisfied. The most important sexual ingredient is satisfaction, the ability to satisfy your partners, and that doesn't require
money,
peak sexual performance, or a big penis. Yeah, I still like to have the dick working. So pretty much we're in the death throes of my dick. So it's use it or lose it. So maybe I am going to Colombia in November.
I will be going.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I mean, I can see it. I can see it happening. Where
You're
if you don't,
tired of banging her.
Yeah, because I already fucking gone to town on her. It's already to the point of after like the third, fourth time, I'm already tired of the shit.
Well, I can see it happening if you don't keep using it and you don't have that drive.
No, they set a bunch of shit there. You know, like the arthrosclerosis that happens in your dick.
I'm okay, not, and then you just sort of lose interest. And then you start getting other hobbies like golf.
It's like not going to jiu-jitsu for a while, then you think you're still going to be good.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, well, I'm gonna go do the Zal's dad. Just go to town on that bad boy.
What do you mean go on that bad boy? Talk about that bad boy. What are you talking about the bad boy?
Just use it like a lunatic. Jerking off constantly. That's what I've been doing my whole life. It's been working. It's been working.
Yeah, jerking off is not the same as banging.
It's not, but
jerking off leads to
close.
Jerking off leads to more jerking off, and then it does.
True. You're true. You're right.
That's why I try not to jerk off.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
You sort of lose your drive.
No, you don't lose your drive. It's just
no, you do, because I've satisfied myself. I'm not going to chase anything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put any effort into this because goal accomplished.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. What bitch? We're looking at bitch. What?
I haven't jerked off since I met this bitch. I've been beating the fuck out of her.
What's wrong?
I'm too tired. I'm too tired.
Of course.
No, but I mean, that scared me.
You already did the solitary sin, and your essence is already spewed.
Okay, fucking.
It's better to lay your seed on the belly of a horse.
What's good about her is she'll the
Isn't that a Bible verse?
Cervix destruction. Like she likes the full cervix. There's never been one friend on that for a second.
What's the downside?
Super awesome.
What's the downside?
Full
Listen,
power,
I always think of it this way.
The full power.
She's so broken. I love it.
She's broken as fuck.
I always think of it this way. Either we're fucking or we're not. There's no in between.
She's broken as fuck.
There's no in between. But that's not broken. What's wrong with that?
I know he's making a joke about what I always say.
Are you going to show us a picture?
I'm going to show you a picture.
Nice.
Of her texting.
Fucking good is like cooking good. If you're going to do it, you might as well be good at it.
You're going to show me a picture of her texting?
Yeah.
I don't want to see a picture of her texting.
You want to see it. Hold on. Don't roll your fucking eyes at me, you fucking faggot.
Now we're waiting for Andy to show us a text.
Screenshot a lot of shit. Look at this.
Andy's that guy who screenshot.
I'm going way back.
Whole arguments with people. Screenshot.
Jesus
oh, yeah.
Christ.
Well, 5 years ago you said this. What are you talking about? I never said that. Oh, yeah? And he's got it all cataloged and stuff.
Screenshot error thing.
He has stats. Like an index to look up anything. Where I said shithole. Watch. Press S. I've said it 17 times.
Him and D.E. Errol.
D.E. Errol, man. D.E. Errol went hard in the paint today against you.
Who?
D.E.
He did. I touched a nerve. I think that story of his, I touched a nerve.
That's what set him off? You think the story?
Yeah. That's what
He
set
didn't
him
even
off.
say the story.
Huh?
He didn't even say the story.
He's like somebody else we know that...
no, I said the story and it set him off. It set him off.
You gotta move on. I'm giving you a 2 from a 10.
I said the story and it set him off. Remember that story I said that he went up Tallahassee, all that bullshit?
No, which one?
I said just what I know about him, that he went to Tallahassee, ratted his friends, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
And then he fucking waited a day, and then he went buck today. Oh, no, please. Oh, no, don't attack my kid. Oh, no, please. What's funny about the kid attacking is that he was super obese. Hunter is playing, like, sports. He's like got friends. He doesn't have giant tits and a fucking 80-inch waist like this fat fuck. You can't even see his fingers. He's so fat in that picture with his sister.
He's got paddles for hands.
Yeah, he's got like blubber right here. I'm not too.
Has your kid gotten nicer?
I'm not too.
Because when I met him, he was super mean.
He's pretty rough. Today we had a meltdown. But I'm not. I don't
About
help.
what?
Because we play basketball, and he's pretty
He
fucking
plays
good.
basketball. Do you play basketball?
He plays. He's pretty good. And so what I do is like once in a while, I'll just play hard and I fuck him up, and then I'll be like, "Bitch, I fucking own your ass." All the fucking shit. And then, we have the thing in the back of my yard in the same house I grew up in. So I'm like, this. I'm the greatest basketball player
house.
this yard has ever known. And then I'll like pretend I'm in sandals, and he's in like shoes, and then I'll like pretend like I'm not gonna do anything, and I jump up and I swat the shit over the fence and shit. I'm like, yeah, bitch, and he can't handle it. He has like a meltdown. He fucking starts throwing shit at me, attacking me.
As soon as he gets bigger than you, he's gonna fuck you
me.
up.
He's 11 and he's playing good, and I remember not being able to do shit until I was like 15 against like adults. He's pretty fucking good. He drives. He's all right. So. But he can't take the ridicule, which I think is just a joke and funny, but he gets fucking angry.
That's
You
building.
gotta learn how to take it anyways.
Huh?
That's
You gotta
building.
learn how to take it anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, I push it. I'm pushing buttons.
There's really no
When
pushing.
he turns around to go back, I hit him in the back of the head with a ball. I'm just a dick.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah, and I'll do like when he goes to drive, I'll just do like this, and like I'm so much taller, I slap the ball.
Like you're fucking bored.
Like, yeah, or like I can rain threes
outta
all
here.
day on there because I play it and I'm whatever. So I like when I make like 2 or 3
And it's an 8-foot basket.
threes in a row, I'm like, I'm not even a human. I'm a machine programmed to annihilate children, to rain threes on children. And he's like, oh, I guess I punched the ball. He goes crazy. And when he was little, we used to play baseball, and I would like throw strikes, and I'd be like, "Yeah, bitch," and he'd be like, "Papi, I don't like when you do that." He was a little kid. He was like 2 years old. He's like holding onto the bat like this, like he could barely even swing. And I'm,
you're throwing
and I'm
with
like,
all your
"Woo!" I'm like doing remember that movie with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, Wild Things or whatever.
I would like do this whole wind up and shit. He's used to fucking being an asshole.
Now I
It's my
understand
fault.
why his marriage didn't work.
I'll do a whole celebration. Take my shirt off. And, yeah, bitch.
Speaking of Andy
much?
pounding on the floor at fucking
Are we leaving?
11:40 at
Ooh,
night, is your
sorry,
neighbor there?
Yeah.
Sorry, neighbor.
He's probably rolling over in his grave. In his life.
Because his car wasn't there, but I parked in his spot.
Mine either.
For real?
Yeah.
Maybe I got lucky. Or he dropped 10.
I'm gonna look at the window.
I'll move in downstairs.
If anything, we'd have to move like one of the cars.
I'll move in downstairs and I'll put little people and I'll
That's
be
weird that
jerking
he's not
off.
there.
I'll be jerking off when Wonky's. He's probably there. He probably went to like some shindig.
He's there? Open up the door, man. He would knock.
That old fuck is dead. What happened?
Neighbor's not there?
I wonder where the fuck he's at.
He got lucky. He got some pussy. Some old pussy.
I'm hungry.
Let's do it. I heard that shit. Let's do it, son. I don't really give a shit, but I want to see what happens.
Let's go eat.
Let's do it. I'm fucking exploded, but let's do it. Oh, what time is it? Damn it.
What?
This old bitch, I forgot to check if she's going to do it in the morning. Fuck.
What?
No, because she does early in the morning, 6:30. And I forgot to double check. Now I'm fucked. If I go, I wasted my life and 2 hours of my life where I could have been sleeping the most delicious times. And if I don't go and she's there, I fucked up. God damn it. Fuck. This is when my is this guy recording still? This is when my superpower comes in. You know my superpower?
What?
I have 2. 1, I don't get seasick, which doesn't really help me. And number 2, I can wake up, be awake for whatever amount of time, and then go right back to sleep.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, a lot of people, hardly anybody could do that. People are always like, oh, I woke up at 1, I couldn't go back to sleep, it ruined my night.
Nah, yeah.
I could wake up, do push-ups, do anything, forget a fight, and I can look
I wish.
2 minutes later.
That's a fucking skill.
It's a good one. The seasick is not. But like I don't get seasick. I've never gotten seasick. I mean, I've gotten seasick, but I can hold a lot. One time we were in a cruise, and we must have gone through a storm, right? I get up, and we was my chick, my friend, and his chick in the same room. And I get up, they're not there. normally everybody's waking up together and we go to eat breakfast. When we go to eat breakfast on a cruise, nobody's around. I don't see anybody. I go to the buffet, which is packed with a line usually. There's nobody there. Mo's always looking at me like I'm making shit up or I'm an idiot.
It was Muslims.
His face is always with a smirk like I'm fucking a liar or whatever. So I go, there's nobody there. It's like one person.
Comprehension problem.
There's one person there. He's like this. So he goes, so I'm like looking around. I'm like, I just load up on bacon and eggs and I'm fucking just eating and I'm just like looking around. There's nobody sitting. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like 8 a.m, prime time. I'm walking around, there's no one around. I go like an hour later, 2 hours later, my friend's in the hallway. He goes, bro, we've been in the line to get the Dramamine. No, they went through a storm and everybody was fucking vomiting and sick, the whole fucking ship. A huge Royal Caribbean ship. And I'm like, I don't know anything. I just had a huge breakfast.
Immune.
I'm immune. I've been seasick before, but I can hold it. Usually people are vomiting and I'm just like, I don't feel it. Or I slept a bunch of times. We went on like big 40, 50 foot fishing boats and I'm sleeping. People are like, how the fuck can you sleep?
Well, no.
Usually people can't sleep because
about getting seasick is that you get dizzy and you go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
That's sort of like you like your kid.
These people are like, oh, I've never seen anybody sleep.
No, but if you got like a little kid,
I just go to sleep.
And he's upset or whatever, and you want to get him to sleep, you put him in the car and you drive him around, and he gets sleepy and he goes to sleep because he gets motion sickness and you get drowsy and you go to sleep. Yep. All right, it's late. I'm gonna cut this off.
Are we eating or what?
All right, sure.
Let's do it.